The podcast, Say It With Your Blood Clot Chest, contains discussions on sensitive topics. The views expressed by the participants are their own and may not reflect the opinions of others. Please be aware that the content provided is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice. Listener discretion is advised, as the discussions may include explicit language and challenging subject matters. The host, guests, and production team are not responsible for any discomfort or offence caused. We encourage open-mindedness while engaging with the content. Thank you for listening, and we hope you find value in the show.
That seems like a bad decision, that.
Have you started?
Yeah, it's what we're rolling, man. This is what it does, you guys.
Really?
Every time it does this
Syncing the
stupid
mics,
clap.
isn't it?
It's very loud, in your face, pops your eardrum.
I'm putting it in the middle so all mics pick up at the same time.
What did you say? That's not Courtney? Yeah, you clearly know Courtney well.
What? What's not me?
That's not the kind of Courtney behaviour we're used to, is it?
Whoa. What?
Wow.
Tell me what behaviour.
In your face.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm quite quiet, me, you know. I'm a quiet, reserved guy most of the time.
Chess.com, you want quiet then, brother.
Bare chest, bare high top. Bare
Man was talking bear talk before. You know, I'm so happy to know that I beat you 4 times at chess, and you are good. Like every single time was not easy, but
Steady,
you know,
steady. Just calm down.
every. How many times did you beat him for?
Every as well.
let me look. Because by the way, this guy was so gassed. Yes, Sanka. I'm going to zoom in on him. So Sanka there was so gassed thinking that I lost all of them because Mikey here gaslighted the whole thing. Because it was so long ago, I forgot. And I got beat by a couple of guys who was in his group and who were in his little chess comments, and I thought it was him, but I was wrong. But yeah, I beat him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's it, 5.
Well, we cancel the screen, but it says 5.
5 times, yeah.
Yeah, now we'll take his word.
Yeah.
We have to take his word for it. So.
Yeah. Oh, no. The first time, Mikey, you actually beat me. The first time we played, you beat me.
You do know that when you ease up with your kids, when you're playing with your kids, you don't play full strength.
Yeah. Especially the first time, innit? When you beat me, yeah. And then after that, you just took it easy,
I took
innit?
it easy. I thought, let me just not humiliate this man.
Yeah. We played 5 times and
Now
4 out of 5.
that could have been detrimental for the podcast, man. We needed his ego.
This guy went. He says apparently he went into the toilet, did his little recital to try shame me up, and by the time he's come back, we found out it's different.
They don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, this is the Abi show, not the Courtney show.
Okay, yeah.
So,
we started it.
Welcome, guys. We're back. It's been an eventful month or so.
And you know what? This is actually dedicated to people that need to know more context in what we actually do on this show, which is Say It With Our Blood Clot Chest.
Yeah, man. I think that is a good way to start. Obviously, we'll do Abi's introduction and then we'll get straight into things. But Abi's a good friend of mine, man. We went to high school together, known for years. We've got a good person, got a good heart. You're probably familiar with a face from first dates, which we'll touch on later on. You might know from the bank. You might know from if you went to school with us. You might just know her. Abi's good people. We've got a brother who's a pain in the ass, Michael. My boy as well. Do you know where I remember you from, actually, Michael? Yeah, when I joined in year 7, we had like a big wrestling match, like fighting wrestling match with our year 7 against year 8.
Okay.
And you was in the mix. I remember Marcel was in the mix as well. It wasn't everybody, but I remember you lot was in the mix. But yeah, that's where I remember you from.
I remember you from Sharky's gym.
Oh, did you go Sharky's?
Yeah, man. I was in the ring one time doing some sparring. You came in, starry eyes. You and the girl, you little girl there. You were 15-year-old self in the gym there. You know, saying Mike was there. Mike, long time ago now.
Oh, Mike was a Mike.
Yeah.
Man said starry eyes. So what? Did you see the star in his eye? Did you want to be a boxer at one point?
I looked over my clubs and
I never believed I could be.
I seen him and I thought, yeah, it's nice to be an inspiration to the younger generations there.
Yeah, I can get older than me, get out of here. Anyway, like I was saying before, it's the Abi show, not the Michael or the Courtney show. This is for Abi.
I even feel like all of us, I feel like Mikey's got more to say than me.
No, I know you don't, Abi, but yeah, he just come last minute, like you just asked last minute. Yeah, he wasn't even meant to be involved.
He's the third wheel.
It's better to listen to him, he's got more to say than me and he's funnier than me.
Nah, but to be fair, obviously I think how it became about, for some context for the viewers, is obviously like I said, we know each other for a long time, and then you've been on the show. We thought it was good to get you on to talk about that, talk about some other things, and then obviously Courtney's had a light bulb moment. And yeah, I think there's some good topics to discuss. I think all parties will be able to contribute to it, man. So let's go, man, and let's not drink too much of Uncle Ray.
Yeah. Let's just
You know, you got through that,
let's get into it now. So we're here. This is Say It Would Ya?
No, we have to do it again, man.
Listen.
You don't watch the pod. This is your friends. Now check it. This is your friends that just watch the shorts.
You see,
This is how you know when people just watch shorts because we don't put out.
Were you ready?
No, there was no kind of one. Nothing.
Ready?
all right.
From here, this is. If you watched it, from here, this is. You know what time it is. The ball's
We're
rolling.
about to get started.
So this is how you know when your friends only watch shorts and don't watch your full content. Because we don't put out shorts with this bit.
Listen to me. Right.
So we really don't.
Expected to know.
Could you watch the full content and you'll see we do it on every episode?
Well, because I do watch the full content, I didn't know that. I was just didn't want to steal the limelight.
And, plus, and to give them the benefit of the doubt, they could have thought we was going to do it earlier because
we
missed the opportunity. So yeah,
let's go. Let's
go. This is Say It Would Ya? Blood clot chest.
Yo, I've got a funny story quickly before we start. So it's quite cute. I respect it actually. So there's a group of DJs. Remember when we was hosting on Carnival and the DJs that started first? What were they called? Full effects sound.
Yeah. They're the ones that opened it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously some of them are quite young. One of them's like 16, and I was speaking to him. Big up DJ Waves. And I was saying, you lot, when you're ready, man, come up, and he was saying, obviously he wants to jump on it, but his mum's not too happy with him jumping on a podcast where they're endorsing saying the word blood clot. And I was just like, I respect your mum, innit? Like, I get where she's coming from. You're still 16, and
Yeah.
we're not going anywhere when we're 18. I said I'll speak to you and see if we could take off the thing, and I said I don't know if we can for one episode.
Would you
but
make
I'll
it with
speak to
mum?
Carl.
Yeah, we can.
Could you
Why
not
not?
say something different instead to maybe ease up?
I don't think his mum's gonna appreciate bumper clot. Yeah. No.
It doesn't really make a difference.
We'll just make it kid.
Your bomber clot chest.
No, we'll just make it kid friendly for
How are you supposed to do that? Say it with your...
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest, and we'll just walk. Yeah, just say it with your chest.
There's got to be something.
Blasted.
You're showing your age there.
Blasted.
Oh, sound like my grandparents. You blasted fool.
Listen. You have to have, you say it with your chest, that's not one thing. You have something in there. You're going to come up with something.
I hear what you're saying, but I think the best thing is just to cut it out, man. I think that's the quickest way.
Yeah. But say it with your chest is copyright.
Yeah.
So you have to put something in between it. But
I
it's all right.
I like it. It's passionate.
Nah, we'll work something out, man. DJ Waves, we soon talk, man.
Right, so Abi, I know you said that it's about Mikey, but it's not. He's a +1 in this
I wasn't
situation.
even, listen.
A +1 that can't win in chess. Yeah? So Abi, tell us a bit about yourself. Just a little bit. Don't be too nervous.
Well, I'm not nervous, but I'm 37 years young. I don't look it. No,
you don't.
Nah,
to be honest, I went
don't.
on holiday and I was coming back through the border and the guy nearly questioned me because he was like, your date of birth don't match. And I was like, but it really does.
Yeah,
so I had to tell him that black don't crack.
Yeah,
We
okay.
just moved forward. So I'm 37. I work in mental health. I also work in finance. I do work 2 jobs. I work quite a lot, sometimes 80 hours a week.
Workaholic, man. Wow.
Not really, but I have 2 children who I love very much, and I'm just a very free-spirited person. I was called Tinkerbell on holiday because I'm just like a little fairy. I love people. I'm very happy, youthful-spirited, and that's me. I don't really care what people think. I just do what I want to do. I'm not very cool. I'm a bit geeky, but I just do it my way in my lane.
Yeah,
that's what I'd say, man. You just you,
sound
innit?
geeky.
You just you. Yeah.
So right now, your
Definitely
position
cool.
in life, would you say you're happy and content with how you are right now in life? Yeah?
Absolutely.
You are happy being single?
Absolutely.
So why'd you jump on first date?
I knew that was coming.
Good bridge, man.
So, I mean, to be fair, I applied for it and I literally forgot I applied for it.
Right.
And then they came to me and were like, do you want to do it like pretty much tomorrow? And at the time, I'd just been on a couple of dates with somebody. So I
Oh
was
yeah, I remember you telling
thinking,
me.
what do I do? And we were getting on quite well and stuff, but you know.
How did he take that? How did that person? I'm
Oh, you
saying
think I told him?
so you're just finding out now?
Of course
Sorry,
I
sorry,
told-
brother.
Of course I told him.
Oh, God,
because
well
it's
done.
me. But the girls were very much like, don't tell him, just do it, you're single.
See, this is why you can't trust gal, you know. Gal don't have your best interest in heart.
You can trust some girls.
The guy.
You can trust some
No,
girls.
we'd only been on like
This
two
guy's just
dates,
afraid because of
come
the
on.
comments, man. What do you mean, man? Get
Look
out
at
of
him,
here.
he's trying
You
to
got-
please every time.
I'm trying to please everyone now.
You can't do that.
Yeah, man. Say it with your blood clot emotions. You say it with your blood clot chest.
You can trust some of you, man. Some good ones out there. Man.
Yeah, so I thought,
Yeah, go on.
let me tell him. Let me just put my cards on the table. And I did tell him.
Good decision.
And I decided to go for it because it's one of them things that, you
But
know,
how did he take it though?
he understood.
Who were cool with it?
Yeah, he was cool with it. He
Because
was like,
you were
all
just
right, we don't
dating.
need... But I think this is the thing, you know, dating is about getting to know somebody and seeing if you're matched.
Yeah,
Because you've been on 1 date, 2 dates, 3 dates, I don't think that means, okay, now, you know, well, until you have the conversation to say, you know, let's be exclusive, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, as long as you communicate it.
So if you found
know.
out he was dating other people whilst dating you, like, how would you feel about that?
I'd be cool with that because
Yeah.
he'd not asked me to be his girlfriend. But like I say, it's all about communication.
Found out.
He's
or
telling me
exactly.
sweet nothings and you're my only girl and all that.
Yeah,
I don't like
yeah,
any
yeah,
of that.
yeah.
They're
If you
selling
tell me what
dreams.
time it is, we're all good.
Yeah, if you can, that's what it is, isn't it? When you become more mature, then you lay your cards on the table, and then if people are willing to
Work with
play
it.
cards, and then you play cards, and
And naturally, if you lay your cards on the table, the other person should lay theirs.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? If that's not happening, then they're just a dishonest person in general. You're able to be honest with them and ask them that, they should be able to ask it back.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Back to the show. What was your experience like on the show? I actually watched it back again today and got a different perspective when I watched it today. But how was your experience on the show?
It was really good. You know what I loved about it? It was really wholesome. So basically, before we went on it, we had to meet with a psychologist.
Okay.
This guy in Miami that was basically checking, are you ready to go on TV? Are you ready for the
Okay.
exposure? Is your
Right.
social media ready? Is your mental health okay?
big up.
And I really love that because so many people don't realise that when you do go viral or you go on national TV, the effects of that, they can be really deep. People have like lost their lives and stuff over
Yeah,
it,
nah,
you
it's
know,
mad.
mental
The
health.
comment
crashing.
section, mad. It gets
It
mad.
is.
It's mad.
So like I was told to get rid of my social media, get rid of anything political. I was like, oh, getting a bit scared, but you know.
Because
so-
people will just come for you, innit?
They do,
But you
feel
never,
like
you
feel
never
like
got
you'll
rid of your
get trolled.
social media though.
No, I don't really listen to people. Those to people.
Nah, but I respect that. I respect that, man. You've got to live life how you want to live
You
it,
do,
man. It's
and I
your
ju-
life.
Yeah, and to be honest, if it's strangers, I have got quite a thick skin for it. If it's people close to me, that'll hurt me.
That's what
Yeah, yeah.
But I have
more
got
so.
quite a thick skin for people that don't know me, don't meet me, and are just, you know, talking smack on me.
Yeah, it's logical, innit? Like some comments, when you go viral, you see comments and it's just random, it's just saying
Random shit.
hurtful stuff. And you know that's what they're trying to do. It's like, if you know someone's trying to do something and you
Yeah.
still let that affect you, it's kind of a sign of weakness within yourself.
If somebody says you've lost it chest 4 times and you have to log into the thing, whatever. I mean, that's a sign of weakness there, innit?
Yeah,
You
it
just
does.
have to log into the thing.
Show
I mean,
pettiness
it's
and
petty.
I don't know.
Especially when you was advised, innit? You was advised to look into it because you was ready to accept it and be a man about accepting loss. Then cool, yeah.
You were
But
gaslit.
back to the Abi show, guys. Back to the
Can't
Abi
take them
show.
anywhere. But I was going to say to you guys,
Mm-hmm.
like, including you, Mike, like, how would you feel if you were dating a girl and you'd been on 2 dates
Yeah.
and then they told you they were going on first dates?
Listen, it depends.
It depends.
No, listen, you know what
So,
it depends for
yeah,
me?
it
Let me
does.
answer it. Depends if we beat. Because
You've had it in the past.
because if we beat, and then she said, I'm going on the next date, that means my beat wasn't doing the job.
I hear that.
But if it were just 2 dates and it were just like gentleman like rare, no hard feelings.
Okay.
Like
For me,
I'm not for you.
For me, it depends how we've connected on those 2 dates. For me, I think if we've connected and I'm starting to feel her, and then she's saying I'm going on that date, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, you're looking at it.
You're saying connected, but it might be a one-way connection because if you're connected, she won't be going on that next date.
Oh,
Yeah, but
do you
this is what-
think that? So do you think I should have locked it off? Even if I connected with this guy on 2 days, I should have not taken that opportunity.
Did you connect with the guy?
Yeah.
but did,
Well,
actually did.
it's up to you. You talk about our reaction, isn't it? So our
Yeah.
reaction is based on that, not
Say
what
with
you
your
should
emotions.
do.
No, like
You know what
I
I
say,
mean?
it was a difficult decision. But I mean, for me, opportunities, I'm thinking my kids. I'm thinking my future. I think that everything is generational. So for me, I have been single for a while because it's all about building for the kids.
Yeah.
So for me, it wasn't to do with do I want to find love. It was what's going to put my family.
You've answered my question. You've answered my question was going
to be. It had to be about that.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
it's hard to be mad about that.
If it's that, and I'm checking, I won't really take it personal because you're not going on there searching for love. It's an opportunity, innit? Then I'm gonna be like, I'm a hustler too, innit? I'm gonna do things that you might not really agree with.
Oh, so you actually wasn't going on there because you wanted to actually find a connection with somebody. You was going on there for the opportunity of being famous. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No.
I just clicked on.
So I love creative writing.
Yeah.
So I started writing like a book on dating. So that was how I wanted to monetize it. So I wanted to like do my ebook, but basically they said, it'll be up to 2 years if we put the episode on at all. And then suddenly it was just on. So I was like, right, well, I've not really finished.
Right.
So basically, but it's still to come. So watch this space.
Come back when the ebook's ready.
So it's like you wanted experience in the dating, but to also for it to be documented, innit?
Absolutely.
And lived experience.
Like
and it's a bit of free marketing for the opportunity.
I felt like
That's
it would
what
have
it
had more
is.
weight being like, Abby that's been on first dates and been on national TV compared to, Abby from the bank.
Yeah. No, true.
Does that
No,
make sense?
no, it's clever. No, definitely.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of Ashton?
I thought he was a lovely person. Yeah, I thought he was really, really nice. I think I actually asked for, because they said like, who do you want to meet? What do you want him to look like?
That was going to be my question.
I asked for Idris Elba.
And that's what
I know you kept saying it on the thing. I heard it like 2-3 times.
Big up Ashton, yeah, but Idris Elba. Come on, man.
Don't know when man.
If you ask for Kano and they give you my man, I'll be like, okay, maybe.
I did ask for Idris, and they actually made me say like, Idris appear. So I did the whole Idris appear. And then, so I think I was expecting kind of different. But then at the end of the day, he said his title was Rita Ora.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
I mean,
he was expecting the whole Rita.
What does this type actually mean though? Because like, I wouldn't say I've got a type, but then at the same time I don't date outside my race. So then would I just say all black girl I'm a type? Well, no, maybe not. I'm not attracted to every black female that I meet. But what is your actual type?
Have you always not dated outside your race?
No, when I was like in school and that I did.
Yeah.
When
I'm so glad you said that, because I'm sat here thinking.
I know you lot know him, and that's why he can't lie, because you lot will just call him out.
You tried, but it's like.
We're not gonna get into that because the person.
You see, back in them days, it was always the dark guy that went for the white guy. When you think about it,
no black guy looked at me until I was literally probably about, I don't even know, like maybe like 25, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, but you didn't seem like you was on that religious vibe. You didn't seem like you was interested in man. You weren't like but there was alright in school.
I said religious vibe.
In school though, there was them girls that hung around the man them. You get what I'm saying? So they're gonna get our attention first. Abby's not that girl that's chilling with them girls. Like, she was cool with them, but you wouldn't see her with them like that. They'd be with us at break time, trying to work. Someone might be wearing your coat or Abby wasn't there. There were no sisters there. We was limited.
I'm loving this. See how wholesome I was.
Nah, you went under the radar in school, man.
I was.
Because you just kept yourself to yourself. You was cool, but you wasn't like in everybody's face. Like,
I'm still like that now.
Yeah.
Yo, you know,
you shell a bit, but
I've been watching more edits these days, like analysing when I'm watching
other
TV
people's
and
edits,
stuff,
you mean?
or other people's edits, and I ended when I was watching the edits here, and Channel 4's, hold tight Channel 4 with your edits, man. You're actually quite funny because you made me laugh, and you only make someone laugh who's analysing the edits. But they must have asked her a question. They must have asked you, what's your type of guy? Like, I like a masculine man, rah rah rah, and then on the next flick. I like your pink shirt.
I mean,
why does pink? What does wearing pink make you not masculine?
No. My question is, did you mean that? Because you don't. I'm not saying it don't make you masculine, but do you associate a man wearing a pink shirt to being masculine?
No, but she can like the shirt and not think it's masculine. You might just like the shirt.
No, and she might find out that the guy's masculine after, but on first meeting the guy for the first time, just have to say that. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying anything wrong with it, but just the edit just kind of was like, I see what they were trying to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to think though, you're on national TV, you've got cameras everywhere, cameras in your face, you're meeting someone for the first time, do they fancy you, do you fancy them?
Of course.
What do you actually say? Do you know what I mean?
So my question to you about that was, did you really like his pink shirt? Sorry, Ashton.
No, you didn't like the pink shirt.
I paused too long. What I liked was that we kind of matched. And I think that's what I said. I said, no, I didn't say I liked the pink shirt. I said I liked the pink. Because I was wearing pink. He was wearing pink. I said I liked the pink with that.
Yeah, because it wasn't like a pink shirt, didn't have pink in it.
You seem to, you've got a lot to say about this shirt.
No, I'm just trying to pick it.
No, it was a pink shirt.
Was it all pink?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember.
Salmon solid.
Yeah, salmon
Was
solid.
it?
No, I said I liked the pink because I was wearing pink.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I think we match. But I feel like the producers might have been like, because they said to me, what are you wearing? And I showed them a couple of them. They're like, oh, wear the pink. So I feel like maybe he was like,
Yeah,
what shall I wear? And
Possibly,
they're
possibly,
like,
possibly.
Wear the pink.
Pink, yeah.
So how was the second date that continued into the night?
We did actually have a second date.
I thought you said you didn't end up going on the second date.
That was all I wanted to ask. I wanted
you
to
said
ask what
yeah.
happened because
No, we wandered. We did wander. We went to like get a drink and like chill and stuff like that. But again, it's editing, isn't it? Because when I watched it, I didn't really recognise that date.
Really?
Because it was a bit different for me. Because obviously you film for like, I think we started filming at 11 in the morning. We finished at 11 at night.
What?
So can you imagine how many conversations you have, how much you speak about, what topics you cover, and then it's chopped and changed, and even your reactions weren't quite, you know.
So what time abouts was your actual date and how long was the
My
date?
date was 6 o'clock, and then we finished after 11.
So it was like 5 hours you were sat there.
In that restaurant.
and that's what they picked from it.
Yeah, they literally picked probably got like 15, 20 minutes of footage.
Yeah,
So they kept going back between dates and stuff.
And I felt like the
Yeah.
parts where they kind of made him seem a bit insecure-ish.
Did they? I didn't pick up on
Well,
that.
yeah, what did you think? When
Yeah,
you
because
watched it
I
a
felt
second
like
time?
he kept going back to the fact that this is like his fourth date. He didn't seem very confident. He just seemed a bit
true.
like he was within himself a bit.
Worried and stuff. Like
And
worried.
and a bit, he just didn't seem
He
very
was so
confident.
lovely.
He seemed like a
He
nice
was
person.
really lovely.
Yeah, he
I
did.
feel like for me and like my type romantically,
He would-
like that would be something that's important to me. 'Cause I felt like I was doing a lot of the like pulling somebody out on the date.
Yeah, 'cause it
making
was
them
a
feel
bit-
comfortable. That put me in work mode.
Yeah,
because I'm going,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
how do you feel about this? What's that? And then not in. I want to flirt. You're a bit
Yeah,
sexy
yeah.
because I'm kind of feeling your energy. Like,
Yeah,
oh, you're a bit
yeah,
nervous,
yeah.
so I need to make you comfortable.
No, I get that. I get that.
They
I mean,
put-
that would be one piece of advice for him moving forward because it seems like a really nice guy.
So
just
lovely.
to believe in himself a little bit.
Yeah,
man, and
yeah,
don't be
yeah,
hard,
yeah.
don't overthink it.
But I feel like I hope that he had a good date as well.
It seemed
and
like
like
he did.
obviously, like when we came to like, you know, do you want to see each other again? Is the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like the producers,
He seemed
Your
nervous
face
at that
already.
as well.
Huh?
Even at that point, he seemed a bit nervous because he's like, "Oh, I'll let her ask." It's like, say it with your chest, bro. Like,
why do you
yeah.
think do you think
You've been
you
on 4
wanted to
dates,
see me
so,
again?
yeah.
yeah. But he was scared that you didn't want to see him again. That's what
what it was.
I got from it.
Is that what you got from it?
What did you get from it?
I mean, I got that. I didn't even really think about him being scared. I just got that he wanted you to answer first. You know, but I didn't get that he was scared or he definitely wanted to.
Do you know
or
why?
He definitely didn't. I thought he was just scared on rejection.
Yeah,
Rather
yeah,
than
I definitely
wasn't even
get-
thinking about what he wanted.
I definitely got that I was scared from rejection, but why I made that assumption was at the beginning I thought he wasn't interested, and I was like, I thought it was just a bit off. And then as it progressed, and I think you went to the toilet and you spoke to your friend, you came back, you pulled out the chair, and he got a little bit more confident.
Yeah, he
you
did.
bigged him up for it, and
did.
then he started to see. You could tell he was interested. Then,
Mm.
so it made me realise that when I thought he wasn't interested in the beginning, he was just scared.
Reserved.
No, it
Yeah.
was, 'cause to
Reserved.
be fair, they edited it out, but he was saying, oh, you'll fit in really well with like my friends and stuff. He's like, and he actually said, like, my friend is like a black woman, she will love you, like, she'd love me to date a black woman, and she,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
a strong woman, and with your values and stuff, she's like, you would really fit in with us.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah,
tell.
they cut
See,
their bits out.
you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell that he liked you. Like I say, it was just a confidence thing for him. And
I thought he was.
You don't want to sit
I
on the
thought
team
he
and
was
say
so
yes, and the
lovely.
person says no because you look stupid.
I
innit?
feel like
Do you know
he
what it is at the
was
same time,
yeah, but
though?
he could have said
Older.
he didn't like me. You know, like
yeah. It works both. It does work both.
The main point
You know,
is,
I'm waiting for him to say, "Do you want to see her again?" He could have easily said no.
As a man,
like,
I think
I'd
you
have
should.
been okay with that.
As a man, I think you should have answered that question.
yeah, question it first.
agree
Yeah,
with that.
definitely. should
Showing a
answer
bit
it
of
first.
confidence. I think women respond well to that.
But if you've
like,
only been
really
4 days since your life,
Especially a
it's
woman
gonna
like
be-
me.
Yeah. And this is just feedback for him. This is not
Totally.
criticism.
No,
It's
no.
feedback. Like, bro,
If
like,
he watches us,
he might-
Oh, bless
might
him.
never see us.
It's so nice. No, I think for somebody like
I liked
me,
him, me, I
someone
liked
like me, who is quite a confident woman, I like confidence. Like, I like a leader. I like someone that will lead me, and then I
Yeah, of
love
course.
being submissive in my feminine energy. That's what makes me feel safe.
I think that's a big topic at the moment, isn't it? Like masculine women and feminine women and all that. And I think like there's a clip, they're not going viral, but ghetto viral, where there's I think what's it called? Rose. Rose is sat here and he's saying he kind of agrees with some topics and he doesn't like masculine women. And you see me personally, what I would say to that is
Finish it, man. Yes, please.
I think I actually do like masculine women to an
Meaning
extent.
what?
Like
Like,
when I say I like a woman that's confident,
okay.
I like a woman
That's not
that's
masculine, that's confident.
yeah, but then I think the wires get crossed in it. Like I think you have to in this day and age. I think you have to be a bit masculine. When
be
if you're
confident.
confident, you have to be a bit masculine to cut through.
Abi's not masculine.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say Abi's
How
masculine.
do you define masculine though? Like, how do you define
Marcus,
a masculine
yeah.
woman
Like-
or a feminine woman?
I think when a lot of people when Bumble, I think a lot of people when they talk about masculine, they think about the negative side of masculine. So they think about ratchet. I think people mistake masculine with
But
ratchet.
warfare and not peacefulness.
In your face. And
Yeah,
I get my
yeah.
brother to punch you up, and
When actually-
I think that's what people think. But I think sometimes like I like strong women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a strong woman. I like a woman
As
that
opposed to manly women.
yeah, like I don't mind. When I was younger, I didn't really like a woman that would tell me when I was wrong. 'Cause I didn't want to hear it. But as I
Yeah,
got
fair enough.
older, I actually want
You
to hear
respect
that.
it. Yeah.
And I know that it's coming from a place of love.
Of course.
So I respect that now. But I think as you're younger and you're immature, you just think like you're the shit. So you don't really want to hear
But
it.
I don't think that's masculine. That's just more a case of the woman's defined enough in herself, in her femininity. Do you know what I'm saying? To be able to challenge a man.
I think we have
rather than being
both.
a man element coming at you.
Yeah, but I think it goes hand in hand though, because of like I think a lot of women become masculine because of the fights that they go through in life, the struggles that they go through in life. Do you know
Yeah.
I think like let's say we speak about our parents' generation. The some of them may be deemed as masculine women. Some of them women could fight. Some of our mums' generation could fight and
Yep.
whatnot. But they come in a tougher time.
Yeah.
They had the thing where, all right, let's talk about black women, for example. The black women, they come from where the racist era, where you've got like the National Front and all them giving you,
Yeah. Come on.
you're not respected in your workplace. Then
Gotta
you've
work twice as
got,
hard.
then you've got to remember prostitution was rife them times as well. So then you've got people trying to get you on the game if you're a pretty woman, rare. So they're like,
There was a hardness that had to be
you had
developed
to
in order
be,
to survive.
you had to be tougher.
Yeah.
You had to be tougher. Whereas I think nowadays, I don't think you do. But I think you do, but for different reasons.
Yes.
Like I think women have to be tougher, but for different reasons. Like they may not have the man in the life anymore, so she has to be the man for the kid or whatever else. Or they just have to be tougher for whatever reason.
They might have a really important job. They've got to like, tell men what to do, whatever. And then
Yeah, or they might be the main breadwinner in the house. Or
Right, yeah.
like there's multiple reasons why, but I think it's changed and.
dynamic change.
Yeah, and I think wires just get crossed, and I think like there's nothing wrong with if you have to be masculine for your situation. It's just like what I would say for myself
I really
is
like that.
if you're with me and you still have to be masculine, I'm gonna start questioning myself now. Like, yo, am I not doing my am I not doing my part here? Because you should be able to be soft around me now. You should be able to let your guard down and be feminine around me.
I agree. I actually agree.
So I think as men, we do need to start questioning ourselves.
I agree with
If,
that.
if it's the women around us that are masculine, we need to question.
What are we
like,
doing?
Why?
What are we doing? They need to be.
Oh,
Massive
we,
point,
oh,
brother.
but as
You're
you
gonna
said,
get some nice
Respect for
comments for
that,
that.
Nah, nah, it's real though, man. Like,
don't try to take away from his comments just because
the price gone up. You know what it is? Don't forget to be single.
Nah,
I'm only joking. I don't want to take away from it.
he does mean everything he says. He does. He
The
thinks
comments
it,
will be nice, but
yeah.
Nah,
No, I
people
hear-
don't
I
big
hear
you up for
what you're
good
saying,
though,
I
man.
hear what
You,
you're
if I
saying.
said something negative, they would be in the
right, you
comments.
are
They won't
right.
get in the comments for good.
Yeah.
I know
But
you so well enough to know
That was
you're
from your
genuine.
heart,
You're
innit?
speaking.
I won't
from-
lie. I'm not going to come on the camera to lie to get crutches. I don't care for that.
But
Like,
you
I
are
don't-
gonna get them.
regardless of whether I or not. So anything.
Anything.
But kids, if you're watching, I'm not getting nothing. I'm just at home reading the
You're
Bible
talking the
when you're
truth.
not
That's what
there.
you're doing, brother. You've just said something really important. The fact is that as men, if we find that women getting harder and harder and harder each generation, what the fuck are we actually doing?
What are we doing? No big man thing, like,
Thank
and I
you.
think sometimes as men, I don't think
you.
sometimes, and I'm not even just saying it because you're here, Abby, but sometimes as men, I don't think we take, like, I find when I've been in relationships with women that I've cheated on or I've done wrongs to, they find they struggle to take accountability when they've been wrong after the fact of me being a cheater.
When you've already
Okay.
Because my wrong outweighs
up.
their wrong.
Yeah.
And it does outweigh their wrong, because if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd agree with that.
No, right.
But I think now men struggle to take accountability for where we've gone wrong in the way women are and the way... Because at the end of the day, if we're going to say we're the leaders, then we need to lead.
Yeah.
We need to lead. If we're leaders and we've got all these masculine women, wagwan.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What's happening?
What are we dealing with?
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like...
Fully,
You're
brother.
quiet.
Can't look
I'm waiting for him to finish.
Nah.
I was gonna say my bit before.
Go on. You know
And-
me, I won't stop if you don't.
No. I know. And to touch on what you said about, it's the men need to look at, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Men need to look at themselves, just like women need to look at themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we can go on. Men need to look at themselves because of the behaviour of women, but that is diminishing women's accountability for taking responsibility for their own behaviours.
But that's chicken and egg. That's chicken and egg, though. That's
No.
that's no, hang on. That's like saying, yeah, I'm saying, if the women are acting, what Sanka's trying to say is, if our women are going tougher and tougher and tougher and harder and harder and harder, we as men, before what they do and look at, have to look at what we're doing to make that happen. Before we look at the woman's behaviour.
Because do you know what?
if it is us, all us,
We just said that it was.
because just because we said it was doesn't mean it is.
No, of
like
course not.
like as we know the history of society, as we know the whole racism,
Yeah.
trying to
Fair
break up
stuff,
the black
fair
family, all of this has a part to play. Fair
course it
enough,
does.
we've got our responsibility to try and
And that's what
limit
he's
the
saying.
damage,
We've got to look at
and
what-
that's where we
can
failed
look
as
at-
men.
What we can do is look at our part. We can't look at society. We can't fix society. We can't
No, of
fix the
course.
racism. We can't turn around to Seacroft or whatever and say, don't be racist, because then say, get the fuck out of here. We can look at ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can do that first, and then we can start to say, this is different. That should change. That should change. Once we
Lead
come out
by
of it,
example. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
what
saying
I
like.
like it.
I'm not saying
not-
like
it's not all the stuff in
don't.
there.
I'm not
They
saying.
don't,
Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
saying they don't play their part, and like there's not a part of masculinity where people can go over the top. Like you'll see there is women out there that will call you a pussy or tell you to box you in your face or tell you to suck the dick and all that kind of energy. Like,
And as men, it's up to us to know how to respond to that
and how to deal
And-
with them, because I like to watch like the animal kingdom and relate us to animals, and it's like,
Which one?
if you watch lions, bro, the male lion runs things. He runs things, and the women are ready to hunt for him. You get what I'm saying? Because he don't need to. Yeah, he'll step up and bad up another man if he comes in the den, but he don't need to prove that he's the lion, the boss all the
he's
time.
already there, innit?
People respect his gangster.
Now this is unfair because you're comparing a completely different way of living to the society and urban way of living now.
He's on about masculinity as it's in its form.
Yeah.
No, go on, talk.
Yeah, exactly. He's on about masculinity in its form. The lion sleeps while the women go and do everything. All he has to do is protect this piece of territory. Like the man at this point has got a very easy job. Lions do not have, most animals do not have the brain capacity to carry emotions for where women would feel disgrieved that they're doing all the work, doing all the hunting, bringing them back, giving birth. If that happened over here,
You'd be surprised, though.
You'd be a more. You'd be one. What would you be a more? What are they called? Man that have bare wives.
I've got to come in.
Polygamous.
Moorish or something.
Yeah,
you know, one of them. Mormons. That's it.
I've got to come in on that one.
Oh, let's not go there with
This,
Mormons.
this one here is a big one because what you just said was the lion, male lion's got an easy job. You're in the jungle, hyena, elephant, crocodile, bare things are coming to mess with your, not only woman, but the whole pride there to mess with them, and food stocks, and you're going to find water and the rest of it. When he's sleeping to get that strength back. And the female lions know that. So when they're bringing food, it's not because they're under the kind of thumb, it's like this man has to be strong enough to protect this pride.
Listen, I sit there and watch documentaries, you know, you can't fool me in this. You got to remember, the king ain't by himself, you know. The king's got his sons, he's got the gal, and all them gal fight too, you know. They're not sitting there watching him fight. The only time two lions fight is when another lion tries to come and say, listen, I want your bitches. I'm going to kill your youths. That's the only time it's a one-on-one. Other than that, he's got his pride. So when hyenas come, he's not facing them by himself. He's facing them with the same people that's serving him.
And he's not chilling, he's getting his strength back. Might have an eye ripped out, might have a claw torn off, whatever, because his job is to protect that pride. And what Sanka's trying to say is that as black men, as men of any colour or creed or whatever it is, our job isn't being done right.
Yeah, definitely.
Fully agree.
Because we're not protecting it. That's why the women are toughening up. The female lions there are starting to grow men. They're starting to grow their own. Well,
listen, a lot of women are doing better than a lot of men.
I'm just saying they're starting to toughen up.
Yeah.
And they're starting to fight back against the system, which we should really be absorbing that damage. And our generation before did it, and we're not doing it enough. And that's what he's trying to say. Or could we do differently?
Now you see, I'm gonna say something with my blood clot chest, and I feel like you're a super version of how he came in here. Now,
thank you.
Now, and when I mean a super version, I mean,
I don't know what it means.
I'm not trying to downgrade what you're saying or what the point you're trying to put across. To a lot of things, I agree. But the way you're putting the point across, you are not holding women accountable for their own actions. You're holding men accountable for all of women's actions.
But let me just stop you.
No, you know what?
Let me just stop you. But that's what we need to do though now, because one sec. Because there's 3 men and 1 girl.
All right.
So we can't talk. We can't just big up them behind the camera. But we can't.
Guess for girl.
We can't speak for girl. All we can talk about is where we can go accountable. Because
I love that.
Do you know what the thing is as well? Why I'm saying this to you personally is, we've had a conversation about where women don't take accountability. So I'm saying men need to. This is where we need to take 100%. Accountability, because as much it's like I look at it like this as well. Like with generations, if we're the elders now to certain youngers, 100%. Like them kids them youngers that was here the other day, we're their elders. So if we say them youths are bad breed youths or these youths are that, we're not taking no accountability for our role in society, because it takes a village to raise a youth. Like I used to say when I was a kid in the play scheme and that, in the community centre, I used to say to the youth workers that, what are you man doing? You're not doing no for us. Like, you are our elders, you're not showing us nothing. You're just taking us go-karting and paintballing. Well, what are we gaining from that? Show us something, man.
Show us some culture. Show us something that we can work with.
Something. Something. And the ones that did like Too Tall and that, Alton Loud, man, respect their thing. You know what I'm saying? But
and what Sanka's also saying is, if we sit there and talk about what women can do differently, what do we get from that as men?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So what we do?
It's the same argument. See what I don't want to sit here and do. I don't want to be what I don't like in women, and I hate when women don't take accountability. I hate it, and I hate when women do what Courtney's just done, kind of thing, where it's like, I hate it. No. I'm not shitting on Courtney. This is not shitting on Courtney. But I hate it when we'll put a point across to a woman like, yo, I don't like it when you're raising up your voice or you acting like a man or you're acting too masculine or whatever. Because I don't. When you're around me, you don't need to act masculine. I got that. I've got that love. You don't need to do that around me. So I hate. But then they're like, but I have to do this forever. Or it's okay when man do this. Or when do you know what I mean?
I did not say it's
no, but I'm not saying. I'm not saying you said that. I'm just saying I hate when
somebody flips the script.
Somebody flips the script on me when my point's valid.
Yeah.
It's just my point, innit? Let's deal with this point and then move on.
So the
I'm
point
not saying
was,
you're wrong for
it's not
saying
wrong,
what you
it's
said.
not wrong.
Because they do.
But they're separate
and
points.
we
That's the point.
hate it. We've had this conversation, bro. We hate when they don't take accountability.
Of
So why
course.
can't we then?
Yeah, I think they're separate.
Why
Yeah,
can't we?
just let's take accountability.
To be honest, I had a whole way of how we were going to get into this, but we got into this a bit too early. So I'm trying to form
Never
and get
too
us
early,
back
never
to
too
Never
where,
early.
okay. This is a long time coming this conversation.
Do you know what it is though? I wanted to get into it. I'm glad we did it the way we did it and not by mentioning past events. Because I think, personally, whatever's happened on social media and what people's opinion of black women are and where, it has nothing to do with us.
of course not.
Big up my man. Thank you for everything you've done for us. It's nothing but love from us. What you did was messed up, but we move. That's it. Like for me, that's it for me. Like, I don't want to be talking about it all the time. And people, when that happened, I was getting screenshots and people don't message me regular. I'm getting screenshots. I'm getting, oh, what's your opinion? Rare. But what does it matter what my opinion is? Like, if you feel some type of way to what's being said, you feel some type of way.
I don't think it's a
And
bad
rightly
thing,
so.
though. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think conversations like that needed to happen, and that's why it's gone so viral. That's why it's got
It's
so heated.
brought out more conversations.
Because it's an issue. If
Yeah,
it wasn't an
yeah.
issue, it couldn't have got so heated.
Yeah,
for people
cool.
wanting
Listen,
to fight
the
over hair,
original
wigs,
thing,
weaves.
the question was a good, valid question because, like,
We've spoke about that before, haven't we?
spoke about what?
Careful.
Can you? We worded it different. I think we said, can you
think the
be
question was a
pro-black?
Yeah.
And date outside your
I
race
think
is
the
the
question
question
was
we
a set
have.
up because I watched the whole episode.
The show's a setup.
So I got the context of it, which was helpful because when I first watched it, I found it really, really difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
Really didn't like it. But when I watched the context, I was like, okay, so there's been a build-up. The question was kind of baiting, and I kind of got where that blowout came from.
And
Because
just
I
like
didn't
what
like
happened
the
with the...
question, and I feel like a lot of sort of like conversations that happen do become toxic.
Yeah, that's why we don't do that.
Because of the question?
But they don't need to. But the question is like, if you do this, you do that. And if you do that, you do that. Well, that's not the question because you might not be either of them. And I feel like that's why it went really
There's
wrong.
a narrative with the question because at the beginning of it, they asked the PT the question. He even said, I don't know how many different ways you want to ask me the question, but
Yeah.
I'm giving you the same answer.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Ginger J, but he just didn't have the composure to do that same thing. And he blurted out a lot of things. One thing that you have to realize is when man get mad, their view becomes more narrow. You know what I mean? They see more tunnel vision,
Yeah.
and that even becomes the
I
way
can vouch for
that's even the way you express yourself.
Yeah.
So it started off with, I love black women. I just date this because of that and that, and then all of a sudden it's come up with Ryan. I don't like black women. You know what I mean?
I'm going to disagree though, but I'm not going to get into it too much because I don't know the person, so I can just say my opinion. I feel like opinions come from somewhere. So if someone pushes me, it doesn't matter how much I lose my rag. I'm not going to come out with something like that. I'm not going to come out with anything about black men because I don't feel that. So it's not going to come out no matter how much someone goaded me or wanted to know my opinion. I feel like when it's a bit like when you have a drink and the truth comes out. And I feel like in that situation, there was something underlying there. I can't judge it because I don't know.
See me, I'm
where
different.
from.
I can vouch where I can see where he's coming, not where he's coming from. Like I don't agree with what he said, none of
I hear
that.
that.
But when I see red, I just want to bun you. I don't
You
even
seem
care
a
what I'm
very
saying.
composed person, Abi. Not everybody's
Abi
like
is.
that.
I'm irrational.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm not.
No.
I have to work on it because I have a really, really bad temper.
Okay.
Because he knows when he got roundhouse kicked at about, what age were we?
I was 15 and you was 14, was doing sort of washing up in the kitchen, whatever. I mean, some kind of silly argument, whatever, washing up. Next thing you know, to run, blam! And it was a full Street Fighter roundhouse kick. Oh, I tell you something, I felt that. I had to
Flushing your jaw.
I had to pick my jaw up.
He
It
did.
was a full Chun-Li jumping, spinning, something. I don't know if you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
But back to
anger,
the topic,
physicality rather than anger through not picking the right words and just. And
it's just
you
the
can
fact
say
that-
some people say things they don't mean. Some people do a roundhouse kick. Some people
But it's
storm
just-
out. People get angry differently, and people
It's not-
lose their composure differently. Let's say.
But the thing is, it's just about putting in work. Because obviously, when we started, I was at Little London School years ago, and you just used to fight for fun.
Yeah,
I've had
yeah,
fights
yeah.
as an adult. I'm not saying I walk around fighting. No, not at
can't
all.
fight, man.
But I'm saying that my default, it does get quite hot quite quickly,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I have to bring myself back.
Yeah,
I'm
April though,
disciplined.
innit?
I think
Discipline,
that's what it is. I am disciplined because
which brings composure.
because I think at the end of the day, your point gets lost when you get mad.
Of
Yeah,
course.
And when you
of
lose, and
course.
I was trying to hear, because I think you've got to, like, with me, I hope I listen to understand. So, like,
Yeah,
even when
yeah.
I'm trying to hear what Courtney's saying and hear what Sanks is saying.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
listening
yeah.
to your words.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hearing the point. So with a lot of people, like with Ginger J, even when he was kicking off, I'm still trying to hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people, they don't get to that point because they want to hear it, listening to argue.
Yeah.
And that's what you find with the people that come in your comment section is they're watching your content to find something to
And they're
kick off
mad
at.
now, and they want to have an
And now they
argument.
just
They don't
wanna-
want to have
got
a
the
conversation. You know what I mean?
But I'm internet ready, like people say online. So if
hear
you
that.
want to argue with me, you're gonna be arguing with yourself
hear
because
that.
I'm not. I haven't got time to raise my blood pressure over a comment section and a short clip.
All right.
If you haven't got you need to watch the full
You do.
episode
Yeah.
before forming an
Like-
opinion.
But with that situation, I think the things he just absolutely crossed the line, and I can't excuse that. Whether you see red, whether
Nobody
you go
can.
wrong, I can't excuse that. So if you do that, we're all human, we all grow. You need to take accountability.
Yeah,
You need
100%.
that apology that says, "I did wrong, no excuses."
Yeah.
And then you can sort of like.
And
move
if people want to
forward.
forgive you, they forgive you. If they don't, they don't, because they don't have
Yeah.
to.
Look at Chris Brown and Rihanna. But what Chris Brown did was he took accountability. He learned about domestic violence. He set up a lot of foundations for women and girls
Did I?
to
I
do
didn't
with
know that.
Yeah, it's
No, I
domestic
didn't know that.
violence. This is what I'm saying. That's why I am a huge advocate for Chris Brown, because he took a situation that was negative, that was stereotypical black man. He turned it around. He worked with the culture, with the community, and he used it for a positive. And that's
Yeah,
all you
big
can
him
hope
up.
for. It doesn't matter what you do. We're all going to make mistakes.
You've got to make
Of
mistakes
course.
in life, man.
But let's
And
just
you
learn
can't-
from it, take accountability, and move forward.
Is there a limit to the repercussions of those mistakes? Like, for example, we're going to still,
question.
while we're on this here, we're going to touch on the subject that we're on. Like, everybody says wrong things. Just like, I'm not doing the whole what you said,
no.
Just like a black man putting down a black woman, black women put down black man and,
Yeah.
get a platform off
do,
it.
they do.
No one gets cancelled.
Do you know what?
Let me
Go on,
finish.
sorry,
Let
go
me
on.
finish. He taking responsibility and having to feel the repercussions of your actions is definitely something that needs to happen for everybody, no matter what side it happens
Male,
for.
female, whatever.
To the extent of your livelihood being cancelled, do you, like, as we know, off pen game, certain things are going down. He's remaining positive like he should, you know, but he's had to take a big hit for making, as you said, everybody makes mistakes, for making a mistake, for getting mad. We can all agree that
We can get mad.
We can all agree that he can get mad, and that we can't condone the things that he said, and he doesn't condone it himself. We all agree that people can make mistakes. Do we all agree that he deserves to be cancelled and his livelihood be taken away for it, even after he's apologised, because everybody doesn't accept his apology?
That's a really interesting question.
Good question.
Really, really good question. I think I'd just open it up. I won't speak for a long time on it, but all I'd say is I think there are consequences to every action. So I'll start by saying that. I feel like where this particular thing went wrong was there were stages to it. So the first stage was about the whole in your place, don't date black women. I think if it stopped there, it wouldn't have got as nuclear. Then you've got the next stage of going, take off your hair. And then the next stage of going, I'm going to bring my Asian woman who's 10. So I feel like there was levels, and that's why it's gone so.
Which leads me on
Nuclear.
to my next question.
One sec though, before you do,
Go on.
and you know where I think he messed up as well? What I think went unseen is he wanted to be on camera. If you watch it back, he says,
Yeah, he did. I'm here to.
I don't date outside my. I don't date black. He says something about not. He says something about dating outside his race, and then no one picks up on it, and then he gets another gap and says it again. So he was ready. Like he shot himself in the foot, man.
That
That's all. I'm just
question
gonna leave
was
it
for
there.
him.
Yeah.
That question was for him. That's why they started it off straight away, and he bided his time. He waited for people to say what he's going to feel the room, and then
And
he
it's not
tried it.
fair.
And
That's not fair because,
of course.
But to answer your question, Courtney, and I would say, if you, unfortunately, I have 3 boys, and you said to them, don't put your hand in the fire, don't touch the barbecue, don't touch the oven, whatever. They do it, there's a consequence. It's not fair because all they do is reach their hand out. The consequence is still going to be there, whether they like it or not.
Especially when they was warned.
We warned. We can't pick the consequence and say, well, it's too harsh, because that is the consequence. I can't say if it's fair or not. It is the consequence.
Yeah.
You didn't make it happen. None of us did in this room. If you want to reach for those kind of stars there, you'll get and there's a famous saying there, play silly games, will silly prizes. You're going to win a prize that's stupid for saying stupidness. And unfortunately, you can laugh at it.
No, it's true.
If you're going to say things like that, you can either back them or it's foolishness. And if you're going to say them, then you're going to win a stupid prize. And he's won one. And that's not, we can't then say, well, is it punishment for, well, maybe it's not, but that's the consequence still.
But as a person, like the person behind the comments, absolutely, my heart goes out to him. My heart goes out to anybody that is explaining their journey and their story, and it just goes somewhere.
Just goes left.
West. Does
Totally
that make
west.
any sense?
Yeah.
Like,
Totally
but,
west.
I can't condone what he said, but I've got time for whatever.
And it's not fair.
If he grows from it, if he learns from it, like I've got no judgment on him.
I think he will. I think
No judgment
this
on
is a big. This is a big learn. This is a big learn. I don't even want to downplay it. This is say it with your blood clot chest, Ginger J. This is a big learn. This is probably one of the biggest learns he's had to have since he's come this high within.
From his release from
the
jail,
public,
other than jail, I feel like this is probably a massive lesson.
Yeah. Sorry, other than jail. What am I on about?
From what I know about his story,
But
but
this probably hit him harder because this is not about the prison system or the government. This is people he cares about.
his livelihood as
obviously
well.
the guy
I
has so much
think
love for his mum. You
This
could
is people's
actually see that. You
opinions
could
that he cares
see-
about. This isn't
I think this is why
a
he got so
consequence
heated,
to an
because I don't
action.
think he was able to articulate what he was really trying to say, and then he's gone totally west and started insulting people left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
But obviously he had so much love for his mum. I didn't really get the whole thing. I can't date someone that's not like me. I just didn't get it. But I know what editing's like. Maybe it was edited. I'd have to have, a conversation where I actually was like, where are you coming from? Let me listen to understand and see where it was coming from.
do you know what it is for me? Yeah,
I think
this is probably where
I think he was just putting his mum on such a high pedestal. He's just saying there's no one going to be like his mum. That's what I think he meant by that.
See, the whole
And I think
mum
he
thing-
did-
I think that's a cop out. That don't mean that
It might be.
you're not going to date any black woman because your mum was Jamaican.
No, he wasn't even
didn't
saying
say
that.
that.
He wasn't saying that. He was saying basically.
They basically said,
they-
no, listen.
No,
They
but
basically said,
they-
so you wouldn't date someone like your mum because you were saying you don't date black women anymore.
Yeah,
So
because he said no one can live up to my mum.
No, he said he hasn't met a woman that's meets up to his
Yeah, a
mum.
black woman.
Yeah.
But have you
No,
met? So why
the
you
Indian.
wasn't
Yeah, but he's
the
not gonna. I
Indian
don't think
woman
he's
does.
gonna say his Indian girlfriend.
He already
meets
said
up
he's
to
not
his
even-
But
mum.
that's what he's saying. He goes, I can't date a black woman because they're not going to compare to my mum.
No, he didn't say that.
I don't think- I don't get- I didn't get that.
But he's saying nobody compared to him. Even his current gal doesn't compare to his mum. He doesn't want
But what's the
anybody.
relevance? And I go, I'm just dating this guy. You don't compare to my dad. Where is that coming from?
They asked him that question and he's just answering it. This is what I'm on about. They asked him it and he's just answering it, and he's answering all these questions, getting bombarded, answering it, and then eventually it turns into. I
But
think
Sanka answered it though. He said, Sanka said a minute ago, I'm internet ready. You've got to have a fucking wherewithal. You've got to know.
Exactly.
You're on a show where your mouth has to, you're going to be on camera now.
and he wasn't.
So that answers that question. Because if they're going to ask a stupid question, you've got to be prepared to say, well, actually, I want to
He's
answer
a
that.
comedian as well, isn't it?
He's got
so
it in
maybe,
his face
a
still.
comedian makes the money from taking the piss out of people. So does that come into it?
No.
Nah, I think he just got mad. I think he got mad, and when someone gets mad, people, as I said, react
went-
different.
Wow.
And maybe
Like
his
I s-
reaction was to try diss him.
Like I say, I'm
You can't come for the guy. you
I'm
can't
cool
come
with
for-
him. I get along with him.
I hear that.
Which leads to my next question.
I wouldn't ever try and throw him under the bus, but what he
I
did
think
was
you are.
stupid.
You are.
No, but I'm just clarifying it for viewers because people only watch short clips and don't take the bait. So I would never try and throw him under the bus. What he did was stupid. He shouldn't have done it. I believe, my personal opinion, and I'd say this if I had a conversation with him, is he thought he was doing something clever and he wasn't, and that's what it was. You could see if you watch it properly. He's saying, he wants to get on the mic out, and one of the first comments is, people don't come on here and say it with a chest.
But it's like, but how can you think that to like degrade black women is
It's the
going to
way
be your
to-
He
platform?
degraded it. No, but I don't think he meant
He
to.
didn't come on to degrade black women.
didn't go on
He came
there.
on to say his story, maybe point out that he's not with a black woman.
But he was
Oh,
on with a panel of black women.
No, but
Of
do you know what
course.
it is? You've got to watch more of his stuff.
And
because
should he not be able to
went-
speak his mind
One
because
sec,
he's on a
one
panel
sec.
with black women?
It should with respect,
one sec,
but you
no.
can't talk about knowing your place.
Yeah,
True.
Right, but if you watch his content, he doesn't think before he speaks
Right.
when he goes on
Evidently.
podcasts and stuff. He went on a podcast before that one, and he's on about he was in jail, and they found out someone had drugs in jail. They hid drugs in the arse. him. I don't know if it was him and some man went in the
this going?
cell,
I know.
got a spoon and got the drugs out of this guy's ass.
Okay.
Who in the right mind would do that? And who in the right mind is going to go on on a big and these are not podcasts. He's not coming on. He's not coming on Say It With Your Chest, where we're getting a couple 1,000 views here, and he's going on people that are getting big platforms and saying this outlandish shit.
He's doing a
so
child's
clearly, you want him to get a reaction. You want him this.
You got one, and that's
and as a black man, why would you want a reaction off that?
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't.
Like, I can't imagine any black man being on a panel with me. I'm on with, you know.
It's unfair
Black
coming
King-
on here
Black
and
Kings
speaking
now.
about his intentions. We don't know what his intentions were.
I'm not speaking about his intentions.
No, I'm talking about all of us all together.
okay.
Like, I'm more talking about it because I heard the last thing that you said. He's kind of speaking on his intentions, and we can't speak for that.
No, we can't.
We can only really give our opinion on what we think about what happened.
So I make assumptions. So I'm not saying that's what he did.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in his head. But
You don't have the spoon in your
this
hand.
is my opinion, and I watch his content.
Yeah.
I watch when he jumps on people's podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm a person that I don't just watch. I analyze. So I'm viewing everything that's going on around. Why have you said that on here?
Yeah.
Why would you say that story?
I've got a assumptive answer for that. A lot of his jokes, actually, like even on his birthday party, he said, you was there actually, at his birthday party, he said a joke about weaves and stuff like that, take your weaves off.
Yeah.
And that's part of his joke thing.
That's what I was asking. Is it part of that comedian thing?
Yeah, it might be a bit, but you could tell he was clearly angry then.
Because it's obviously a very emotive situation. So are you not reading the room?
No,
like why isn't he reading the room?
100%. Obviously, he's got an opinion on that. And my question to you is, when men share their opinions, when black men especially, because a white man's not going to say, like, if you've got a white boyfriend, he's not going to say, oh, take off your weave, I want to see your proper hair. Like that's a black man that usually says that to his black gal who wears weaves. My question to you is, why is weave so sensitive? Why is the topics of weave so sensitive to a black gal? Cool. The only black girl here, so the only one that can answer it.
So
this is the main reason I wanted you on this, so I can answer it, so I can ask this question.
It's not for my wisdom.
It is.
In fact, she rang me and he was like, well, I was just thinking, who wears a weave?
It's because you're a black girl that wears a weave, and if I can guess, because I know one black girl that went Carman, I'm not going to say your name, but she's wore a weave from before when black girl were dissing weaves. When black girl, horsehair, rah, rah, rah. When, everybody had weaves. And was you one of them? That you had weaves from back in the day before weaves became a thing?
Nah, man, you didn't have weaving.
No, I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be a...
Let's watch this.
No. So my main question is, like, because you wear weaves, like, if it's been brought up, not in the way that Ginger J Boy will take off your weave right away. If let's say, like, why don't black women show their real hair? What's your response to that? Why is it a sensitive topic? Why does most black women react with such animosity for being asked such a simple question?
Well, I don't want to speak for all black women. So I can only speak for, like, my experience. But if anybody, like, black or white, was like, can you show me your real hair? I'd find that a weird question. Because I just think it's weird.
Even a black person?
But why?
Not show me your real hair. Why don't you wear your real hair? Yeah.
Because I don't want to. It's kind of,
That's
it's a non-issue.
But
like,
why don't you, if you don't mind me asking, you
Yeah.
don't have to answer, but why don't you like to wear your hair?
Because I don't know. I think, to be fair, with me, obviously, I work a lot. My natural hair was taking so much time to do. And then I moved to North Wales. So obviously no hairdressers, no nothing. I was having to come up
Products and stuff
with
like
my
that.
girl Heather, Creative Salon.
We got Heather.
She used to hook me up, and she'd sort my hair out and stuff. But obviously I had 2 toddlers. So I'm having to get 3 trains with 2 toddlers to come and get my hair done. It's a lot.
You see, and I asked that question for a reason, because that answer is quite a regular answer, because it's very hard to manage the hair.
No, and I get that as well.
You can spend an hour, like, even when I was locked up, like having your big afro, as soon as you sleep, you got to go through that pain of combing out the sides again and all that. You don't want that.
You haven't seen hair like mine. My hair is big. My hair is bad. It's that tough Jamaican hair.
Yeah,
I didn't get it from my mum.
yeah,
My mum's got this light, airy, fairy. That's
what I've got in it.
And I got...
Yo, he stuck his tongue out. I seen it.
Yeah.
I'm zooming in on that.
Edit that one out.
Yeah.
Leave it in. I've got the puff, you know, the natty, the kind of like hair that really has to take a lot of time.
Very thick
and I was
hair.
doing it, and you know, I was texturizing, and I just did not have time because that wasn't my priority.
Yeah.
You know, I had kids, I wanted to work, and to me as well, I think you probably got the wrong person on the show because I don't really care about outside. Like, it takes me like 20 minutes to get ready. I'll shove my wig on half the time. It's on wrong. I'm not really.
So you're kind of the wrong person to. Wait, am I right in saying your baby father's white as well?
He's Welsh.
He's Welsh, white.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So what if you're asked that question? Because again, we're gonna go away from this Ginger J thing soon. But you got to remember, like, this is somebody that's dating an Asian person. The other guy was dating a white person. What if you was told that because you preferably date white guys, that you hate yourself, that you hate?
That was the initial question.
That was the initial question. This is what started
But
it.
firstly, I don't preferably date white guys.
Oh, you don't?
No. Like, where's
Exciting,
that from? You should look at
Kind of like,
No, he's on the wrong. He's driving down the wrong road.
To be honest, like, I did. Even if you didn't, because they still went into conversations where, you know, if you would settle with a white guy, then you don't thingy. Some people have dingle dangled. Some of the girls have said they've, you know what?
But I'm sitting here thinking, but I asked for Idris Elba on first date. So how is my preference white guys?
Yeah.
That's the lyric that I hear quite a lot because people make assumptions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
maybe because of how you come across, that people assume that you're, and because you got kids to a white guy. But
But I feel like that's why you should get to know somebody, and that's why you don't judge on appearances. People might look at me and be like, "Oh God, she's got, you know, like mixed race kids. You know, she wears a weave." But actually, do they realise how much I do for the community?
100%.
Do they realise how much I do to get, you know, the community educated on finance, to get like the kids upskilled on finance, to do equality, diversity training in my work? Like, do they realise how much I'm doing? I work in mental health as well with people in I won't say the name of the company, but specifically around like ethnically marginalised groups to get into the community to work with them. I do a lot for people that come out of like prison to help them with finances, mental health. So you're going to look at me and go, "Oh, well, because she wears a weave, she doesn't like the culture." To me, that's really shallow.
Yeah.
No,
but I think you can like the culture and date outside your race though, like.
But to be fair, like, I don't want to like box myself off. We've had a bit of a unique upbringing obviously, because my parents were Rastafarians, and then they chose quite a Western religion. So our upbringing, we were around majority like white people. That doesn't mean that I've turned my back on my culture.
Of course
And
not.
as soon as we got to it, but even in that culture, there wasn't any black guys. And you
So
marry,
what else are you
and
gonna-
you had to marry within the community. You know, I don't know you've seen first dates, no sex before marriage, marry within the community.
Yeah, see that.
So what real
Options
did I have? Does that make sense? So for me, when someone just looks at me, I've even had it on a night out when a guy was like, "You probably have a white baby daddy." And I just smiled because I thought, but you don't know my journey. You don't know my story.
I
and
think
if you're going to judge it off something so minor and shallow, you're not for me.
But I don't even think like it should be a thing anyway. Like if you date someone that's got kids, I don't think it should matter what race the parent of the kids is. Like, let's say for example, if I date, like I've got a friend who's got a kid but won't date someone with kids. He's not interested in it. He's had a bad experience. He's not going back down that road again. But like, let's say myself, if I met someone who had kids and we connected, it wouldn't matter to me if they had a kid to a white guy first, or and then got with me, because like you had kids and it don't make no difference.
I don't know how it's even got onto that.
Because I felt like that's what was being said. I felt like that's what Abby felt like. People would judge
No.
based on being with a white guy.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it from my actual personal experience of like, you know, people actually saying stuff like, "Oh, do you not like black guys?" And it's like, no, I do. You've just made an assumption, and that's cool because everyone's allowed to do that, and I'm not sensitive about it because that's how we all make assumptions based off what we see.
Natural.
And it's natural.
100%.
But if someone bothers to get to know me, then they'd be like, "Oh, right, okay, cool. This is what you're about." And that person's for me.
Get to
That
know your
person that
journey,
just
get
looks
to
and
know what you've
blanketly
done.
says something isn't for me anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not going around explaining my life story to every
Of
Tom,
course
Dick and
not.
Harry about who my baby daddy is and why this did that.
yeah,
I don't think you
exactly.
can care about people's assumptions. It's
I
like,
don't really care.
Again, assumptive people are those people in the comments that just say random stuff that don't really.
You just said you were
there's no
something a
thought.
minute ago.
Yeah, in a sense, and sometimes I'm that dickhead in the comments, like chatting shit.
But for the record, I like black guys.
Like
You heard
December.
that? You heard that? And now I forgot where I was at.
We've got
now.
this question now.
That's Uncle Ray for you.
Yeah. So
But can I ask you something?
go on.
Because is your preference white?
Preference. I'm the same as you. I ain't got no preference. I've
Body language.
I've got three. I've got 2 kids to a black gal. I've got a 3/4 kid, and I've got 2 mixed race kids. 3rd one on the way.
Okay.
So I'm not fussed. Like, I will be honest though. Look,
So
listen.
why do black girls get such a reputation? If a black girl's got a white baby daddy, why is it like cool? And when a black guy with a white woman, it's like
I
not even a
think
thing.
It's
the
not. I
same.
was only asking this question because of the Ginger J topic. I've got no judgments for you, honestly.
You need to not.
What Abi?
How can I? I'll be a hypocrite if I did. I literally
question,
would.
brother.
So say that again.
You asked the question, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good host.
Just literally ask the question,
that was a big question.
and I brought out some emotion. I brought out because that question touched a bit, and I'm glad I did because
personal.
it touched experiences, it touched annoyance.
That's my lived experience.
It's like being asked the question. Like when I moved to Brighouse and then came back, I came back with a Brighouse accent, a Rastrick accent. So when I came back, I got called a bounty a bit. You can hear it a bit still in it.
Well,
Sometimes I put it on, I can't even help it.
Don't pull it. Go on. Don't let him throw you off his stride.
Yeah. Because he's good at doing that, innit?
That's what he's here to do.
Another chess conversation again.
And being called a bounty sometimes was a bit, it hit a nerve. Because it's like,
get that.
I'm not a bounty. What do you mean?
Don't you think it's? I
love my black women.
It's rude now when you look back though, because now everyone, all the bad man in Chapeltown talk about mush and gadge and hey up my boy. You see him on Snapchat with the white friends in houses. You're my boy. Get in, Danny. And you're
That's
like,
why you've just got to do what you want.
do your thing.
what makes you happy?
100%.
Live your life
But
for
come on,
you.
as you know, growing up as a teenager, you do care about people's opinions. That's probably the most
Naturally.
you care about
But
people's
like
opinions
I said
in
to
your
you,
life.
no black guy stepped to me. So yeah.
Yeah,
over
nah,
to
we
you.
did think that we did think you weren't interested,
But
man.
I'm
We thought
supposed
you
to
was on
date you,
that
but you're
side.
not stepping to me. Make that make sense.
To be fair, I'm the wrong person to say that to because
You're not
I'm not
really, 'cause
stepping
we
to
went to
nobody. I was shy in school to move to Cal, man. I didn't really rate my thing
Yeah.
like that in school. No, I didn't rate myself like that in school, so I won't step into Cal. Unless you were giving me, and I'm quite like that now, where I rate myself more now that I'm older, but I'm not confident enough to not know that there's something in there before I moved here. Social media gives you that blanket where it's a message in it, it just gets lost in the file, but face to face and not taking that rejection, I'm not really there yet. Where I just
You do know that when
All right.
as a black man, you're sort of the prize. You're looked at as something that's if you Abi said Idris Elba earlier, yeah.
nah, it's not even
I'll look
Idris
the same
Elba.
anyway.
Nah,
know.
that'd be me
I feel like
that'd be me
yeah.
gaslighting myself. No, it's not that, man.
But I feel like a lot of black guys don't actually have that
There's no confidence
foundational
there.
confidence.
Yeah,
confidence there.
nice. That's what it is.
I don't know
why is
where
that
it's
missing?
from, but I
D-
feel like
d-
that's why black women and black men are
what I'm trying to say.
aligning. Because black women seem to want
Yo,
black men.
I'm
Black men
glad
seem
you
to want
said
black
that.
women.
Do you know what it is though? You got to think.
But the confidence isn't there. And,
think.
and maybe that's from the whole broken home thing.
I
is what I'm
absolutely
saying.
think.
Maybe.
That's from the whole dad
Let's
not
go back further than that.
Let's go to like Barbies and Kens and that. The
Disney, whatever.
once Brad Pitt.
Come on.
Denzel got a shout, but when you was in school, gal wasn't saying I love off Denzel. I want me. It's
Idris.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
It's Brad Pitt. It's blonde hair, blue eyes.
I don't know
So-
about you, but people could call me Wesley Snipes. You know what I mean?
shut
So I
it,
don't know about
idiot.
you.
Idiot.
Don't know about you.
You're nothing.
Especially in Brick House.
You're like
Wesley Snipes.
you're like a mixture of
When Blade
Carlton.
came out.
You're like a mixture.
Carlton.
He looks like a mixture of Carlton and Will Smith today.
What? Carlton
On
Will
steroids.
Smith.
That's it. That's all I'm getting.
We
Carlton and Will
Shaq's in
Smith.
there.
We'll let him
in
have
the
that
mix.
one. We'll let him have that one. Ha ha. Yeah, let's
No, but that's
Never
what I'm
shot of
getting.
attention at school.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because I'm a people pleaser though. That's not me thinking I rate myself.
Wait,
Like, I would.
you got to remember, we haven't been big. He's been big. When people are big, they end up being people pleasers. Don't you remember the gal? Sometimes, if a big gal would try to be funny and loud to distract from the fact that she's big. Haven't you seen them gal in school before?
I don't even think it was that because I was before. Nah, because
For no reason.
nah, I was always
What?
nah.
When you
I hear what he's,
He admits he was fat.
no, I hear what he's saying.
You were.
Nah, I was fat. I was in year 7. I had big titties in year 7, man. So I had bigger titties than you in year 7.
Oh,
Stop being
it's
silly. You just being
okay.
nice.
Come on.
She's been nice.
Listen,
She's
no,
been
you're-
nice.
you're
In year
very
7, I
kind.
was, man. I was fat.
I
I'll
didn't
show you
even
my
see
year 7
him.
picture.
I'm just going off what he told me. I didn't know him in year 7.
never looked Nah.
They drink, but still,
Anyway.
they
I
have
was
to,
always
you have to cook
fat,
him
man.
like that.
I was fat in
You
school.
cooked him.
Anyway.
Well, what we've gathered is that you lacked confidence in
What we've gathered is
in
you
year
just-
7.
Yeah.
Because these lot are telling you wasn't that fat, but you're telling us
I've got a
right
picture.
now that you were fat.
I've got a picture,
You know
I'll
what I
show
mean?
you.
So that's all
I'll
that I'm
send you
getting
to
from
put
it.
on the pod.
Whether you was fat or not, you considered
about
yourself
fat,
fat.
brother.
You
No,
know
I
what I
was,
mean?
man. I was definitely was in year 7. Year 7, man. Big.
We know the point is it's not about fat. Fucking Biggie Smalls was fat. It's not about fat.
You want confidence? I want confidence.
Right.
I want
So
confidence.
it's not about fat.
So it's funny though, because it's about perspective. Because when I saw you, I always saw a really confident brother.
Nah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
really did. A big personality,
A strong
confident,
lad.
got the
But
girls,
that's
like...
Don't make me blush because I want chopping nothing.
Actually,
I want chopping. I want. I didn't even know they liked me. I thought they just liked my humour. I didn't know they
But
liked
it's
me.
a confidence question, and again, like I was saying,
No, I
this
didn't have
whole
confidence.
weave question, I think it rails back to confidence. I think that a lot of the men out there, and I'm going to put myself in that because I've had to have a sister like that to kind of school me in this shit. I said to someone and said, look, listen, all right, it's easy to say, and it leaves the word easy with all respect. It's easy to say, well, I like that because it's blonde, it's blue-eyed, whatever. That's easy. But if you have to actually get to know somebody properly, get to know the journey, the story, whatever, you have to go to inside of yourself with the confidence to say, I can match that energy. And sometimes we can't do that. There's nothing actually there as a man. So before we get into what the woman needs to do different, I'm not looking at anyone in the room, but look at what the woman's got to say, I'll do it differently, or control what not under control. We've got to say, well, what am I bringing? What am I doing? Am I appropriate with this? But if the answer is no, look at yourself first, is what I would say. And if you're to turn around and say, as a one of the leader of the community, a strong black man leading a fucking podcast, you maybe struggle with confidence a little bit sometimes. Some of us will do as well, the other black men.
Everybody does.
So if we then look at the women,
Which is in different areas.
so if we then
How
look at the
many people
women,
will come on the podcast?
Shy.
Shy.
We had Hypercool the other day, big, tiny.
Big.
I
If
look
you
at
not seen him on
tiny-
stage, you would have not seen the same people
But-
before. You know what I mean? They have to
Shy,
get
but
into
it's
it.
different
But with
surroundings.
other cultures, because they're used to it, and because they're schooled from young, grammar school, this, that, they're confident,
Yeah.
they project themselves and know how to actually
how to manage
work.
it.
It was unfamiliar territory for him. That's all it was. Because
Yeah,
once
yeah,
he
yeah.
got
A
some
lack of his
confidence,
own
no.
manner. It's just that on this.
But we need to do more of it
that's
for the
me. I'm
culture.
just see me. I'm an open book, so it's not me like. If I see something I want, I'll go and get it. And I've had very attractive women in my past, like, but I'm just realistic enough to say, when I was a youth, I didn't really rate myself like that. I can say
think
that.
any of us did.
I've grown up to love myself more. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Go on, finish.
No, that's it. That's all it is, really.
All right. Before we move on to the next topic, I just got 2 more questions just to finish off this Ginger J
I'm
topic.
still talking about Ginger
No,
J.
it's because I want to cover this topic, and,
Go on.
this is for Ginger J.
You want to finish it off?
Yeah, I do. Like, how would Ginger J fight back into black women's good books? Just your opinion as a black woman. Because
Very simple.
Because I've heard your opinion, and you are definitely like, nah, he was wrong. So what could he do to make it up to you?
As I said with the Chris Brown situation, you know, he was
Accountability.
wrong for boxing Rihanna, wasn't he?
Yeah, of
But
course.
he's absolutely backing my good books because he took accountability.
Mm-hmm.
He learned. I would like him to learn and understand the journey of a black woman, understand the hair journey.
Right.
You know, that kind of thing. That's where I'd see actually, you do want to genuinely understand this. It's not just words. It's not just about being cancelled. You want to understand that. If I saw that, absolutely.
Right. And my last question, how do you think the women conducted themselves on that show?
That's such a good question.
And then I'm going to end it with that and we're going to move on.
Oh, I've not answered yet.
No, I'm just saying after that.
She just being
Oh, I
smart.
mean, I am a girl's girl. I'm trying to remember the names, but there was like 3 girls that were very vocal, like a bit more vocal.
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that they were able to like stand on the topics that were emotive and that were sensitive. I love that. I feel like as a woman, sometimes you are put in your place and you can't speak. I love seeing them speak. There was another girl who's got a little bit of hate online in terms of, she was sitting on the
Pick
fence.
me or something they'll
A bit of
call
a
her
pick
now.
me. Kind of.
I feel sorry for me.
I kind of got where she was coming from. She seemed like a bit of a pacifier, and I get that. I can get a bit of energy
Some
like that
people are like
sometimes.
that.
I do kind of like everyone to get on. But at the same time, sometimes you need to stand on things with 10 toes, and when something's wrong, it's wrong.
Yeah.
But I kind of got her vibe a little bit, but she didn't stand on it, and she didn't back a woman. And when she said it doesn't involve me or something, it does involve you.
Especially when you're wearing a weave.
Yeah.
it does.
And I think the other girl that was like, I think she was like mixed race, and she said it didn't involve her. She was enjoying the popcorn. Well, I didn't enjoy it. I found it really hurtful. So I'm thinking, as much as she identified as black, that was where I was seeing the difference between the fact that you're not black because you don't feel that I felt. I mean, literally, I think was it about a couple of months ago, I went on a holiday and there were loads of white people there. Not my type of vibe, but with my friend. I got racial, like, it wasn't abuse because it was actually guys that liked me. But by the end of the weekend, they were ready to fight me because I didn't want to fuck them, basically.
Oh, so because you didn't take their advances.
Yeah, and you know what? One of them was black. He was mixed. And he came and he saw me and he was all like, oh yeah, you know, my dad's black, but he brought us up really white and giving all this trauma dump. And I'm like, right, cool. Because I wasn't interested, the guy switched to the point he was like, oh, this is why I don't date black girls. Your attitude is the worst in the world. I mean, you've known me for how many years? You've known me 37 years. What?
That's not your story.
It doesn't seem like you got that sort of attitude.
He said, this is why I don't date black girls, because you've got the worst attitude. So do you see how quick people are to jump on that?
Yeah, but you know that sounded like, you know what that sounded like? That sounded like, you're very regressive. You're very aggressive now just because you raised the voice a little bit. You know that's
Yeah.
that.
No. Do you know what he's saying is, do you know as a black person,
you know
where you get that?
This is the thing. I didn't even raise my voice. I just didn't want to like.
No, but what he's saying is,
the
have you ever been in an argument with a white person and basically you're being passionate and they're saying, oh, why are you being so aggressive?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not being aggressive, but this is how I talk.
Yeah, 100%.
And this is what Courtney's saying he's doing.
No,
But
he did. But the funny thing was that I didn't even speak with passion because I didn't feel passionate about it. I wasn't interested. The youth was like 25. But it got to the point, there was a white guy with us and he literally came to my defense and was like, she's actually not, mate. She just doesn't want to be with you. And the guy was like, she's disgusting. Meanwhile, the same time, this other guy that was a white guy going, oh, I love black girls. All weekend, I love black girls, love black girls. And he was like, oh, it's you bitch. And they basically united on the fact that I didn't like either of them. But where did they go with it? Oh, your attitude's so bad.
do you know what? I think that's just
that attitude so bad is the whole aggressive thing. Like,
came to my defense and he said, and he was scared. He was like, I thought they were going to like punch me up, but I just had to say like, you've not done anything wrong. You know, you just didn't fancy them. But that's what,
Big up him.
as a black woman, you're always in this category of being you aggressive. The slightest time you show some emotion, you're aggressive.
As a black person in
if it's a Latino
general.
woman, she's passionate, she's sexy, she's fiery. If it's Italian, she's sexy. If it's black,
you know what I call it. You know what I
please
call
don't
it.
put me in the argument.
You know what I call that.
I don't mind.
You know what I call that? Stereotypical ammunition. And I've just called it that.
but can I just say, I did go angry black
As a
woman.
Courtney term.
Yeah, Courtney terms. I read no dictionary on it. Stereotypical ammunition. And it's something that comes from different angles towards black people that doesn't really come towards others. Like, there's stereotypical comedy. Like the ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding for Asians, or but it's not anything that's ever going to be used as a put down,
100%.
as a get back in your place, as a calm down, as a passive aggressive way of speaking to somebody. You know what I mean? Whereas we've got a lot of that. We've got the stereotype of being aggressive. The moment you raise your voice a little bit, you don't even have to.
He's angry.
You just raise your voice a little bit. You just go, hold on a second, wait a minute. Whoa. We don't want that. Sit down. You know, you've got that, and then you've got the what was the one that
Women in it.
Huh?
Women being angry.
Yeah, that's why I don't date black women, because the attitude. You got the attitude stereotypical. There's a few ones.
But man is a trick with that though, because if your girl's got attitude, or if she's not easy, when she's out, do you think she's going to be easy to move to?
For real.
Chances are she's not.
For real?
These traits,
right.
some of these traits you don't like,
They're positive
hold weight in some other areas.
100%.
You've just got to be smart enough to know that. And like I said earlier, when she loves you and you're playing your part as a man, she'll be weak for you, bro. She'll
no one else,
massage
though.
your feet.
Yeah, no one else.
She'll do all kind of, oh, do you need something, baby? You could put up, man, go no, you're not going out to that. You don't need to put her in a place like that. I'm just running joke. That's the comedy because I know you're not taking things literally.
So you're saying that? Are you saying that from experience, or are you saying that from being so confident? Because
Experience.
You've had a black girl massaging your feet.
I'm not saying massaging my feet.
You've been in a long-term relationship.
I'm not saying massaging my feet, but I'm not saying massaging my feet, but I'm saying
because it's easy to say this.
I've had a gal who maybe deemed fiery or ghetto or whatever, and I've seen a soft side to them when they've been with me.
I hear that.
Okay.
Behind closed doors. Whilst I'm doing right.
What happened between you and her?
Fucked it up.
I messed it up.
How did you mess it up?
How did I guess that? I think I was doing.
Same cheating, innit? What? Why are you doing this?
How did I know?
What? No, I'm just asking. So how long ago was this?
Blood, no, we're not doing this. We're not going into how it's happened in the past. It was in my past, yeah.
Like way before you passed, way before you.
It doesn't matter. Why is that relevant? Are you an officer?
Because I know you're lying. That's
how
what
am I
everyone-
lying? How? Go on, tell me I'm lying. Explain on camera.
I don't want to. I don't know you're lying.
What's the next question?
I assume you're lying.
No,
I
because-
assume you are saying things that a lot of people would like to hear,
Nah.
rather than
I have-
actually saying what you have experienced.
No. Because
That's what I
do you know
believe.
why I know? Do you know where I think you're getting this from? Is because you know. So you know my situation with my ex when it was bad.
No,
One sec. Let me just explain where I'm assuming you're coming from. So you know a point there where it was bad, and how that person had to change and be around with me because of how I was. But what I'm saying is, I've had that person before where there was soft and weak for me
I love that.
and doting, but I messed that up.
Do you miss that?
Okay.
Of course I do.
Could you not get it back?
I don't know. Who knows?
The way
Anything's
you're
a possibility.
The way
Who
you're
knows?
smiling. The way
Because
you're
man's smiling, innit? Man's happy, innit? Man's drinking rain, innit? Man's happy, you know?
No, I'm sorry, but
Man's happy, you know? Man's drinking Uncle Ray, bro.
there's definitely a softness there.
Yeah.
Nah, of course I'm a lover, man. Like, obviously I'd love to find love again, but when what's meant to be will be, innit? I'm not forcing nothing.
Yeah,
But the point is
yeah.
that my man looked at himself and said, I messed it up. That's what I'm trying to say. You've got to sometimes look at yourself.
what-
Bear man don't, and then
That's it.
bear man are gonna look at me like I'm trying to be a pick me. I don't care
you're not.
what gal think
Nah,
about
nah,
me.
nah.
Like
You
I'll
just
come
don't
up here
care.
and say rank stuff about gal
on.
when I'm ready.
Come on.
But today's
It's
not
right,
the
it's
time,
right. All right then.
and I'm just saying like, bro, I can go back and say when I was doing right, I could have.
Can I just say as well, when you've done that and you've said you've messed up,
Yeah.
that's going to bring that defense right back up. So you're going to get hardness again from her. That wall's going to come up again.
What do you mean?
You're going to go, you
Because
see, I told you.
Because you are saying, like, I don't know what you did, I'm not going to get into it, but because you've then put her in her, like, not safe space with you,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
though you'd worked so hard and you got that, she was safe, she was comfortable.
Yeah.
But as a woman, when a guy then triggers that, you're not safe, you then got to come in your masculine energy.
Yeah,
And you're gonna
standard.
fight.
It's gonna be hard to get out of
You're
that.
gonna fight.
It's gonna be hard to get out of that.
Call her.
You should.
Right. So that's
Stop that.
done.
We're not doing Cilla
Should
Black
call
today,
it.
you
That's
guys.
it.
We're not doing Cilla Black
Look
today.
at smile.
Next week.
I'm a happy person.
Got teeth.
I'm a happy person. I always smile.
Not from side
Uncle
to side.
Ray.
You're smiling. Oh, he knows he's going to be the best man, that's why.
Please make me best man. I didn't pick him over you. Make me the best man.
What are we doing here? You lot, man? Just cool. No,
All right.
man.
Anyway. Next question now. No, not even last question. We're moving on to the next topic now. Now, this is a question for you, Abby. What's made you so passionate about mental health, especially black men's mental health?
Because, well, obviously I work in mental health, but I work through lived experience of my own challenges. And the people that I work with, I can see the difference that it makes to their life just by having that listening ear or knowing where to turn.
Yeah.
It's the difference between life and death. You know, we're here talking about we's, relationships. What's any of that compared to life and death? If you get the opportunity to save someone's life or to do something that will change their life, you've got to do it. Forget all of the other stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like with black men as well, like it is really, really difficult culturally, but I feel like black men need the most support. And
Why
when
do
I
you
look-
say that?
Because of the history, because of the generational trauma.
When you say history, you're talking about slavery, you mean, or what?
Yeah, pretty much. Because of the generational trauma, because of the fact that there's a lot of privileges that that black men don't have that the other races will.
Like what?
I'd say I mean, to be fair, we are in Europe. So that means if you've got a European name, for example, you might get privilege.
But most black people do, especially Caribbeans,
Do what, sorry?
Have European
have a
name.
European name.
So you don't think that people judge by like appearance? And I mean, all you need to do is go on Facebook. As soon as there's some sort of crime or something, if there's a black face there, it's get them home, get them off the boat.
Usual
People are
suspects.
waiting.
Oh, 100%.
People are waiting and ready to come with racism, basically.
But
Why do you think that is?
Because I think that, I mean, we can't get too into it, but I do feel like basically,
it
like
with
with
your chest.
governments and stuff, I think they like when working classes, we're all working class.
Yeah.
Working classes fight, conquer, divide, because then it just gets away from the issue of what's really going on in the world.
Do you think there's an issue like against black people as a race though? Like,
I think a lot of it, to be fair, some of it comes through ourselves because we don't know how to work together.
I
You know,
agree.
when we were saying we're going to get food from, you know, like an Asian shop, we go and get this from that. We don't seem to know how to like stick together, unite,
and
and raise
circulate
ourselves
our
up.
money.
Do you know what I
we speak about
find?
generational wealth. Think about us lot. I don't know if you guys got anything from your parents or your grandparents, but we just get gifted generational trauma. So obviously, I don't know if you've ever done this, an exercise where it says, like, for example, will your parents go to uni, take a step forward? Did your parents give you inheritance, take a step forward? And there's other stuff where you want
I've
to go
seen
home,
that.
take a step
I've seen
back.
that.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that, but that's
seen
It's
deep.
very powerful.
That's deep.
And you'll find that the people that are near the back tend to be in the same friendship groups. The people that are near the front
Seem
tend
to
to be in
be.
the same friendship groups. So there's
Birds
no
of a feather
denying.
flock together, innit?
There's no denying that there is a difference and there is a privilege with certain people. But that doesn't mean that you can't still work for it and strive for
No,
it.
of
But let's
course.
acknowledge that we might have to work a little bit harder from it.
Yeah.
Even in terms of, I was in finance as a woman, that was tough at like 17. And then as a black woman, you know, I was a bank manager by 21.
Go on.
So I worked hard.
Big up you.
I was the first black female bank manager, you know, for Yorkshire in the company.
Is it?
There hasn't been one since me.
Go on, Abby.
But I'm not saying that about me, I'm saying, does that represent Yorkshire? So why is it that in these positions of power, our culture isn't there? And that's what I
Do you think
with.
self-belief comes into it though?
Absolutely, because
like you believed in it and did it. So why
it's
can't?
not that I believed in it, I just won't ever stop.
Yeah, so you believed in it though. You've got to believe in it. Like
But I think a lot
you've
of
got to
it
believe that you
is-
can do it.
A lot of it's opportunity, and that's why I do so much work. You know, if someone comes into my company and they are from the culture.
Let me just stop you a second. Where did you get your opportunity though? Do you not create your own opportunity by working hard?
Absolutely.
Because this is what I'm saying. This is where I'm going
But
back
as
to
I'm
from
saying-
earlier on. Is sometimes I don't think we're hard enough on ourselves in the right areas. Like
I disagree.
I feel like we need to go out there and take opportunities. We need to start to believe
We do.
that opportunities are out there, that we can do these
We
things.
do, but we were talking about confidence to come on a podcast. You know, we all do struggle with confidence because we're not in these positions.
In different
As
areas.
I said, I was the first to do that. So I don't see people looking like me.
Yeah.
I don't see people above me looking like me. What does that do to my confidence? Does anyone understand me? Does anyone get my journey?
You could
It's
you feel
different.
alone now
It's
in this
very alone.
managerial
The
room.
amount of stuff that I've had to do with diversity, or I've had to explain it to white men of like middle age that don't have a clue what I'm talking about. It's really difficult. And that's taken some tenacity to do that.
Yeah.
So when I see people that are from the culture that come in my places of work, I will say to them, what are you doing with your life? Have you ever thought about working in a bank? Do you know the amount of people that go, no? What do I need? What do I do?
Yeah, how do I go about it? It's like me with
Because
you
how do
for
they know?
Yeah.
Whereas somebody else that has this generational wealth, or parents who are in
Have
finance,
been taught.
they've
flat into
already
it.
been taught it. They've already know it. They've
the
already got
uncles
the
might
path.
work in the bank, the auntie might work in the bank.
Like,
they've
all right,
got a
here's a
foot in the door.
perfectly good example. Before Sanka came, I spoke about that chat GPT in it. One of the things I asked them was a simple question that I'm sure a lot of white people from generational wealth, or they have the access to be able to ask that without having to use the internet to somebody, would know the answer to. And the simple question was, what's the difference between a will and a trust fund? And
Because everybody should have a trust fund.
yep. And what's the difference between a will and chat GPT? gave me the full answer. Like one thing I know though is using that you won't store the memory rather than searching.
It's like a
yourself.
calculator.
Yeah, you store the memory a lot better just going to search for it. But I got my answer. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's the only thing with ChatGPT. It dumbs you down a little bit.
yeah, it dumbs
but-
you down. It dumbs down your brain for remembering things. So if you're going to get the answer, write it down or something. You know, if you're going to take a thingy. But that's not the point. The point was I got the answer I needed. But if I didn't have ChatGPT, if I didn't know how to put the question in Google, you know, the correct way to get the answer or know the question, then I wouldn't know these benefits to having a trust fund over creating a will.
So now
to
you've
put
got to
all my
work 14
assets in.
times harder.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand?
But this is what I'm saying. But that's why people do come to me. That's why I do know people, because they will come to me. I've been in finance for 20 years. I know how to make money. I know how to save money. And yet no one comes to me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
going to go
yeah.
to ChatGPT and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
in finance.
Yeah.
Whereas other cultures work together. Every child's going to have a junior ISA. Every person's going to have a lifetime ISA. Everyone's going to know how the pension works. How does the pension work? How does the pension work? How does the pension work? Why don't we know these things?
Yeah, it's
and why
true.
don't we utilise that knowledge that is in the community?
Man, we've.
Sometimes
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about weaves and stuff. It's like, let's actually
I think
build.
I think one point is we are easily distracted by negativity and nonsense.
Thank you.
And then two, I think
Look how much we talk about the ginger J thing.
exactly. And two,
Let's
I think
talk about
it's
ISAs.
Innit?
look,
Let's have-
it's
let's
getting
have
brought
talks
up again
about
while we're on a positive thing. It's just I think it's just how we are programmed. I think I think we like fuckery. Like if you look on social media now, a lot of the podcasters are making money or monetizing off of arguing with each other. If you look at all the big podcasts in London, they're all arguing with each other. Whether it's serious or not, that's all they're doing.
And let's
They're monetizing off it.
Let's face it,
They're making
it's
money.
black podcasts that's
Yeah,
arguing
yeah,
with
yeah,
each
they
other.
are, they are.
Like most of the white podcasts are more informative. Even Joe Rogan, all them things, they might be touching on certain things that might be a bit toxic, but they are informative rather than trying to spark
bullshit.
clickbait or trying to spark engagement, because that's what it seems like social media is right now. In our culture, social media is to try and get engagement over
So
trying to
let me
give
ask one
education
thing, yeah?
and
If
information.
we've identified that as the problem, that we know that we've been sidetracked by bullshit, yeah? What's the answer to that? Because it's not saying talking about bullshit, is it?
Of course.
What's then the answer?
The
That's
answer is to
question.
sometimes deciphering how we can improve. Like, fair enough, we spoke about this bullshit today. We've already had a conversation. We're not going to touch on this again now. This is it, because we want to move
Boxed
forward
off now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's done now.
yeah, it's done now. It was
I didn't even
it was
want to
done
touch
weeks
on it
ago.
today, to be fair. No, I didn't. I've got to make it clear. I didn't want to.
He only didn't want to touch it because of the comments from what we left with him. Before that, he was all up for touching on it.
Now
so
we're
don't
touching
try
it again.
again.
No, but
He was all up for touching it before he got
do
the
you know what it
comments.
is though? I was to an extent. I just wasn't that bothered about it because it's
get it.
like.
There's bigger stuff.
No, the only reason I felt like I wanted to keep touching on it is because I felt like we all know what he did was wrong, but I felt the backlash was a bit too much,
harsh.
especially when it happens the other way around and nothing is said.
Do you know what?
In terms of
One point I'll say.
in terms of black girl bashing black man a lot of the times, but they don't get cancelled.
Do you know
They
what?
don't-
I grew up hearing.
That's all I'm saying.
No, what? To validate your point, what I grew up hearing and no one ever talks about is black women constantly saying, "Get yourself a white man."
100%.
I've been with
I've grew
black
up saying that.
girls who have parents
who said that?
have said to them, "Get yourself a white man." Before I was in the equation, but I know
Have you man heard that before?
you've never heard that. Oh, I'm gonna go get
can't
cheated
get
on.
next man
I'm gonna go
involved
get
in
myself
that,
a white man. Like, but it was never on my childhood. I've heard that 1,000 times, and it was never frowned upon. Man just took it on the chin. And
I can't say I've heard it that many times, but I've heard it.
I've
before.
heard it
I have
bare
heard it before.
times as a youth.
So
So
it's
let
thing
me
then.
just say,
I've
I
heard it
think we
bare
should all
times.
call each other out on each other's bullshit.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
hearing
yeah.
shit like that as a girl and the girls are saying it, we should talk about that. If you're hearing it for you guys and your
But
guys
when
are
you're hearing
saying
it as a kid and you're hearing older people say, all you can do is absorb, you're not going to call that out. You know
Yeah,
what
I don't hear it
and
no
this is when
more,
we're talking about,
really.
we've heard it. We're not talking about hearing it now. We're
so
talking
why are
about,
they saying to get a white guy, for example? What's the
because
reason?
black guys ain't shit. And then it's been like that for a bit.
This is
you
where
know?
the confidence thing comes from, innit?
Exactly. And this is where the bashing each
We
other
didn't
has
get
come
taught
from.
that shit. That's some bullshit.
Say that
I
again.
understand.
Yeah,
I
I never- I
understand.
never
I
heard that before.
understand.
All right.
I understand.
Yeah, nah, I heard that enough on the come up, man. I've not, like I say,
I'm not
I
going to say
know.
I've heard it before, but I haven't heard it that many times.
Nah,
but
I heard it
I've heard
enough.
it.
I
have
heard
heard
it
it
a
before.
lot.
Yeah, of course it
Hearing it.
does.
I heard it a lot
Get
on the
that.
come up.
So you think there's a bit of a double standard with what women can say and what men can say?
Yeah,
Oh, 100%.
definitely. Because women are more emotionally triggered.
Like talking has been a thing. Remember, guys being hoaxed to share their emotions and talk has been a millennial thing. It has been guys need to share their emotions. Remember before that, guys were tough. Guys didn't talk about their emotions.
Real.
Now they've been coaxed to talking about their emotions. Otherwise, they're toxic masculine. They're a toxic masculine or whatever.
You don't have to be sat there crying and screaming.
That's how they're deemed.
That's how they're deemed. This is how things are.
Society's view.
Yeah. It's society's view, and there's backlash for men for that reason because there's still a certain bunch of men that are like, nah, man, be a man and handle your shit. You know what I mean? Now you're a simp. Now you're emotional. Man up. You know, and
I think
there's
that's
certain
why
men
men's
that still.
mental health is in so much trouble. Though,
Exactly,
isn't it?
but then there's women like, come on, talk to us. We want you to. What do you think?
one.
But then sometimes them same women are saying you're not masculine enough. You need to lead me. Like, what's going on? Like,
I don't feel like that.
Do you know
goes
it's a
hand in
balance
hand,
for-
though.
there's a balance for
I don't
everything.
feel like if a guy talks about his emotions, that's not leading somebody. I feel like that's two completely different things.
just like certain questions can be a trap, like that question. Sometimes traps can be laid without even knowing they're laying the trap. And like for example, you know the whole comedy thing that Dave Chappelle said, or one of them comedians and black comedians thing, he said, if a man slaps your gal's ass in the cinema, what you doing? And he did. You don't remember that on Def Jam comedy time ago, and there's trap questions in that.
Really is.
They're trap questions because if you don't do nothing, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
And if you do something, well, don't think there's no real
no comeback from it, yeah.
There's no real comeback, but if the man's bigger than you and that was the thing. If the guy's bigger than you and tougher than you, and a man smacks your ass, what you doing?
So this is where, again, having someone like Abi in my life's been really beautiful because that confidence, which I think might miss sometimes, what a woman's looking for, I've had from a very young age. If I get upset, if I say that, for example, I've not seen my kid for a while, for whatever reason, or anything happens in my life that's not very nice, I can turn around and say, I feel really down, I feel really sad, might bust a tear or something. I don't feel like less of a man. I don't feel weak for that.
Yeah, I've never had that.
Because no, that's what I'm trying to say to you. I don't feel weakened for that because I can go to somebody black, and turn around and say,
I'm pro-black because
pro-black.
she does for the community.
I'm pro-black.
Yeah.
I can say, I feel vulnerable right now without being judged.
Yeah.
If I went on road and said, yo, thanks. Thank, I'm not saying...
No, go on, talk because I will chat you, man.
No, yeah.
I would
If I said
say,
thanks would say, well, you know, oh, poison or not. So I said, yeah, throw an arm around you. But in general terms, it's going to be, pull your butt off, get on with it, you know, crack on.
Mm-hmm.
But having that feminine element there that's not going to judge you or diminish your manhood and allow you to have that emotional feeling is what's healthy. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can say, well, I don't feel great about this, or I'm not confident about body weight, that, or I'm drinking too much nutriment, I'm ballooning out of size at year 7, whatever happens to you, you can say it and not be judged.
What would you say to the guy who has opened up in those situations, not a black gal, to any gal, and the gal has thrown it back in his face?
Lesson learned, because it's not everyone who can. There's a scripture that says, "Can't throw pearls before swine." If you want to have those sort of emotive conversations, make sure the person talking to them is of sense first.
Trust.
I'm worthy.
Don't turn around and say, "I'm going to emotionally tell on you," and you have to listen to it because they're going to turn around and say, "Aha, I know something about you now." So that you can't blame the person.
You've got to know people's intentions.
If a dog's barking, a dog's bark.
Absolutely.
So why have you turned around and blamed the dog for barking? You make sure first of all the person. That's why I'm lucky because it's easy for. I've got a cheat code. I've got a sister.
Yeah.
Family.
You got a sister who
If it's
will
partner,
listen.
we're talking partner now. Be very careful because unfortunately, you can turn around your bedfellow talking there, you're up and down talking, and your quiet talking can become suddenly something different.
And that's what tends to happen a lot. And
That's
where
on you
trust-
and
That's a whole.
that's on
different
you and
category.
picking the person that you're laying down with as well, though, because like, if from my experience, I don't open up to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So I think you've got to. That's on your emotional intelligence and knowing who you're around.
But
And
Connie said, "How do you know who to go to?" Because we have to do it. We have to be real. Just men now talking. We have to be real. That sometimes there's times where you have that emotional need to kind of talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Whether your dad, your uncle, they're gonna fuck who it is. You go to somebody and say, "I'm struggling with this. I'm worried about this. Whatever it is." So if you pick the wrong person and you fuck up.
have you ever done that though and just felt like no one cares?
You could have had a gal for a year and you would have never had to
listen.
talk to her like that before. And the moment you do, she's now got something, and then you have an argument
And
a year
at the time,
later.
in that
and
conversation, but let me tell you what happens. In that, just so you know, to answer your question, in that time, oh, babe, this and babe, that, let me look at your shoulders and that. It's fine at the time. But give it 5 months when you piss her off. Oh, dear, that's different now. Because then I got hold of you. Remember when you said that? Yeah, I thought it was really sting what you said about that. And now I know this about you and whatever else. So what I'm saying is, if we need to have that emotional support from somebody, make sure it's with a safe person first.
Black or white.
Black or white, no matter what colour it is, it could be fucking orange.
Exactly.
Make sure the person's safe first, and then you can go for it. If you don't do that, what tends to happen is we build up the emotion inside of ourselves, we get angry. Then, as you said before, the first person that steps on your shoe, you're ready to kill them. Because you've not unloaded that.
That tension that's inside.
I just saw red. What are you going to do? Now, I'm not any kind of racist, but maybe a white man has got that kind of therapy session with his mum, his dad, his grandpa, his uncle, whatever.
Why do you say white man? Do you think white people are more prone to getting therapy?
I think white people have more social advancement than we do, and that's natural because obviously we're joining the culture after them. They enslaved 90% of the
I agree.
Planet, and we're part of that. So obviously for us, we're going to be behind them socially. That's not in question.
Look,
when they are needing sort of support and help, they've got somewhere to go. We are still building that. This is what this is about right now. Building conversations that they have from time. So if we're going to sit there and get to that point, we've got to look at what we need to do differently. And that's what I liked what you said earlier. As men now, grown-ups, big boys, I'm 39, you man are not far off.
Who have identified the problem in our community.
What then do we do? Because we've got kids, all of us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You've got enough for the two of us.
Yeah.
So we need to be looking at what we do for them. Because if they grow up to our age now, and we're still messing around with weaves and handbags and shit as men, where the fuck do they go? And that's my question.
No, that's true.
That beyond anything else about what we look like. What do we give out? What do I say to my son at 14 or 19 even? And he's asking me, Dad, what have you put in place for me? I said, well, we talked about weaves first. I'm not even saying it funny. We talk weaves and makeup and hair.
Yeah, true. Where's the podcast on businesses and financial literacy?
I can't face my son and say, I'm sorry.
Was anyone going to watch podcasts on business and financial literacy?
Yes, they are. Because you would have done, and so would I.
No, I'm just asking. I'm throwing the question out there because
if it's marketed in the right way.
We've just said.
I find negativity spreads quicker.
Yeah, because it's distraction. When actually, what we need for healing is positive shit. Business, finance, agriculture. How do you get out of this country? These are all questions that our people have got to ask. Well, what are we talking about hair for? And what hair looks like what? Do you think anyone gives a shit about that deep down? Because they don't.
No, it's true.
He said the hair looks funny. So what?
It's that same question with the whole, if you date outside your race or you prefer to date outside your race. It's argument sparking, it's divisive.
And then you get into the comment section, it's another thing that someone else says, and it just gets round and round into nothingness.
And I feel like it makes us, sorry, I've just come into
No, listen, come on.
No, I feel like it perpetuates the vision that people have of the black community of us just sitting around arguing.
Talking shit.
Over bullshit.
Fighting over bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's like, but we're not that.
We could be talking about something progressive.
And we wonder why we are not taken seriously and why we are the bottom race of the pack.
Why are the fastest, strongest, cleverest? My son came home from school on Friday. The motherfucker like he'd been in Medal of Honor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stickers on his chest. Reading, sitting still, this, that. Bad. If I showed you the video of him running at school, he ran across that field, Sankano, because we were fast at school as fuck.
Yeah.
The boy cleared that field and he turned around and he walked back up the field to talk to his friends. He cleared the field. Our children are very advanced, very intelligent people. We can't be messing, as the grown-ups now, because we're the grown-ups now, we can't be talking about weaves. I don't want to trash your podcast. We can't.
Nah,
I like it, man. I like it.
Yo, we can't be sat here talking about.
You can't give me a left though, bro. Not on camera, man. Come on. Bad man thing.
Yeah.
I agree. That's what we were saying.
We really need to get to the point where we get into the issues now. We've done the weave thing. All right, we get it.
We've talked about Ginger J for fucking 8 years.
Maybe he was too harsh. It doesn't really make a difference. The point is, now where do our people go next? Is it back to weaves again? Because we can go there and spend the next 40 years doing this again.
I'm glad you came today, man.
I like that. Yo, say it with your blood clot chest.
Nah, trust me, time is ticking.
You know what I mean? I've got more to say about this shit, but...
Yeah, that's why...
We'll call you back, man. We'll call you back, man.
Nah, we get never calling you back.
No, we are.
The point is that, unfortunately for us, we've spent too much time wasting time. And now, if we don't change that, we're going to be sat as old men looking
talking
around.
The same shit?
No, not talking the same shit, but going, why don't we do different? Why didn't we make an effort? That's the worst feeling. When you know you should have done something different, you fucked it up, and you look back. We've all done it. We're in this room. We're like, yeah. So I could have done that differently. I could have made that work. We can do that now.
Yeah, I like how you move today, you know.
know
Can't you
what I
see
mean?
you sometimes, you're a man that talks too much. When you see tonight, when you see tonight, you step back, let us do what we was
I'll let you tell your
doing,
nonsense first.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
you came
But
with your wisdom.
let me just sum it up like,
I mean, like
I'm the oldest man in the room. Let me sum it up like I'm the oldest man in the room. You know what I mean? Nah.
You know I'm old. You know I'm old.
OG.
You're old.
Yeah,
You're
OG,
old.
man.
39 is old,
knocking
man.
on,
You
man.
youngers, but
39 going on 60.
We're all within 5 years of each other. You're not old.
You're
Man.
never gonna reach. It's like the bullet fired after the second bullet. You're too young for me.
I learn a lot from Mike. The same way he'll always
Yeah,
pick
he's
me up.
wise.
Mike is really,
He's
really
wise,
wise.
man.
Mike is really humble. Mike has got a lot of reasoning, a lot of wisdom. And some stuff Mike said, and it's taken me a while to come round to and understand. And I think he's right. You know, like the chess, like when you lost and stuff.
Oh, was he right?
Mike is a really wise man. And I feel like we're quite lucky to have got each other because we will
100%.
check each other. We'll
100%.
call each other out
Helpfully
on
as
stuff.
well.
You need that
Because
though,
we
man.
know
Yeah.
that we've got our
It's from
best
love. It's from
intentions
love.
at heart.
And when it comes from a good, when you know someone's checking you from a good place,
It's not from any kind of
it
hate.
doesn't hurt.
Never.
It doesn't feel
That
like a dig.
no.
It doesn't feel like you're trying to. It just feels like okay.
It's like if it was
You might not want to hear it at the time when someone's saying it because we're all proud. You know what I mean? And you might be on cloud 9 at the time.
But how
But
could
I'm
somebody?
sorry, I've got to say it. I've got to say it. You've said how your upbringing is. You two full brother and sister or half?
same house, same mum, same
Full
dad.
so you've had the same upbringing as her. Yeah, you both same upbringing. And I hate to say it, and it actually frustrates me to say it, but you guys, as you said, has been you was Rastafarians, then you've been brought up westernized, brought up around white people. I'm not going to make my assumption on whether it was a chavvy area or a posh area or whatever like that, but you've been brought around white people. You two can conversate and have these conversations. What would you say to the families that struggle to have these conversations with each other?
Be
The
honest.
ghetto families,
be
let's
honest.
say.
Be honest first.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself. Look at yourself, but before anything else happens, look at yourself.
Yeah, man.
Because you want to talk about someone else and what it's them, you're fucked up. The first thing you want to do is look at yourself. What can I do? What can I improve on?
Yeah.
Where do I need to make a difference and improve myself? That's going to make the other person turn. It's like Rampage Johnson said it. He said, you get to your girl and you've had a bad day. You go home, you rub her feet, you make her drink, whatever. And what's going to happen is you're going to be drawn to you. If you tell her to say I've had a bad day and start moaning, you're going to be like, what the fuck's this guy talking about? I'm bored. I'm bored. So that's where we've gone wrong a lot of the time. We're not looking at ourselves inwardly. And that's what you were saying earlier, Sanka. We're too easy to dismiss it. Well, it's not us as men.
Both
We're-
sexes do it as well.
And
Men
they
do
do,
it and
and they
women
do.
do it.
So first, it's not a case of many to do this. It's a case of we should look at ourselves inwardly, individually. Man, woman, child, whatever you are. That's first.
Yeah.
Once you've done that, be fair and kind. If you're having a conversation, come with it with that love that we're talking about earlier, where you're not going to diss the person and say, you've got something on your face. So, well, you've got something on your face. Where you get from that shit? It's like, thank you, you've got something. You actually have got something there. It's from a place of love. You actually need to. It's a place of love. It's coming from, so you don't mind.
Yeah.
They said, Mikey, your hair's off point. It's, oh shit, I'm on camera here. It don't matter. It don't mean they don't like you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
help
yeah.
you to evolve. Rather than you go on the bus and you got pepper in your teeth or egg on your face, something like that. Someone else will tell you that's not of culture.
Yeah.
That's the second thing. And the third thing is, we are now in a situation where we've got generational appropriation in front of us. We've all got children in this room. We can't mess about. We're the grown-ups. I think we're sometimes looking for the grown-ups to come and rescue us, the ancestors, whatever. That's us now.
Yeah.
You understand me? We're them.
We've been
We
a
have to
grown-ups
come up
for
with
half a
something that's going to
decade
make
already.
those children look up to us and go, yes, I've got to be like dad, I've got to be like mum. I'm not going to start talking about weaves and arguing when I'm 39 talking about weaves. I'm not doing that. We have to come up with something that's going to make that change. What are you laughing for?
I just like the way you said it. Go on.
I'm saying we have to get to a point where our kids can't be having this conversation again. The weaves wasn't, I don't like weaves when I go, fine.
Who cares?
Who gives
Because
a fuck?
it's like you say though, like you don't hear other cultures having this conversation.
They wouldn't dream of it.
And let's say we'll do the black and white thing. White women wear weaves.
All right. Bare extensions.
Off
cares?
Billis,
Bare.
Botox,
Yeah.
like, why is it
Brazilian.
But
this,
they don't wear Afro weaves.
who gives a shit what they wear?
Why would they wear
That's the
Afro
point.
weaves?
Yeah, come answer the question.
Well then, yeah, but then we're wearing. I get where you're coming from because we're
You're
trying
saying
to.
it's looking European?
Yeah.
We are in Europe.
Uh-huh.
So you guys are
But
wearing
the
like
white girl that
wearing tracksuits, you're not wearing, like,
all them
traditional
South
dress.
Africans, all them white South
They're not wearing
Africans in South Africa, they're not wearing Afro weaves.
Courtney, where's your tribal markings, brother?
Huh?
Where's your tribal markings? You see them what I'm talking about?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Where's your tribal markings if you're going to be traditional now, if we're African?
Yeah.
Where's your tribal markings? Where's your burn marks?
I don't have to.
I don't have them. Where's your wide gown? Where's your wide garment?
I don't have no idea.
it.
I'm not South
So how can we
African.
tell when it's... No.
Yeah.
No, but neither is she. So why should she then have to wear something different that's not African? But a man could sit there in a tracksuit, like we're all doing in here, and not question nothing over it. It don't make sense.
I don't understand that. Wait, say that again. Say that again. Yeah.
If we're talking culture and we're going to be African, why are we? Is it okay for a man to sit here in that says New York on it? That hat.
Yeah.
You live in New York. Never been to New York. Probably.
Never.
No, but you got that right. That T-shirt there is grey. It matches a nice grey ensemble there. It's all
Fully
good.
coordinated. Yeah.
Fully coordinated. Fuck.
Yeah.
No tribal markings or tattoos or anything else. That's African.
No.
No wide garment.
No.
No headpiece. No crown. Nothing. African. But yet, when we look at our women and disparage them for saying you're wearing a European shirt. Yeah.
You're saying you're wearing European clothes.
Fair point, but
You're
I don't think clothing
I
and
get what
hair
you're trying
are
to
the
say,
same.
About it later when you go to bed.
Nah, but
I will. No, I always do. I will definitely.
I don't think clothing and hair are the same. though.
Yeah,
It's not the same.
But
It's not the same
I hear your argument.
I do hear your argument.
And I hear your logic, but I don't agree.
Yeah.
Because I think
Agreed.
clothing and hair are different, and I think
The only thing I say about South Africa,
women,
there's a lot of white people in South Africa that claim to be South
Well, hang on,
African.
okay.
But however,
but
they are not. They own. I don't want to go into that, but let's just go into. They do not wear Afro weaves.
So hang on. So what about
Just like
what
how
about
the
in 80s?
comparison has been in Western
Nigel Benn,
culture.
you know Nigel Benn, innit? Nigel Benn, great boxer, really key.
time is of the essence, though,
man.
guys. The camera's gonna go soon.
That man wore a Jericho for a long time. Jericho is hair. That's Jerry is Jewish.
Yeah.
Jewish hairstyle. Was he not black now because his hair's hair now, not clothing?
Yeah.
Was he not black because his hair's Jewish?
Yeah, but you would look.
Nice
It
girl.
probably was called but
That's
by
what it's
people from the hood
but
or
I'm
what's
asking you.
that? But by people of culture, he would have been looked at that time as a bounty.
Yeah,
Or a
Was that-
sellout.
would have been.
Or-
Is he a bounty?
I can't
Probably
say
not.
yes or no. I can't say
Probably
he's
not.
not a bounty.
No.
I don't know him as a person.
I
don't
can
know
look
if
at
he's
his career
cultured.
and I can see Conor Benn coming up as a dual heritage person and see there's no bounty there because that motherfucker is as black as we are in here. That boy.
But I don't know him. I can't
nobody's
say.
disputing that.
we
can't
don't
say yes
know
or
him. But
no.
the point is that he's not turned around and said, "Well, I'm white now," is he? Because he had Jericho for a little bit. So the hair thing, it's not an issue as big as we're making it.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to say. If I shave mine off and went bald, am I now KKK or something?
And
True.
genuine question, do
Fair
you guys
point.
see me as less black?
No,
wearing
not,
a wig? Genuine.
not 100%.
Some of the most
not,
blackest, whitest women wear weave.
No, 100% not. But what this whole frustration thing, and this is me defending him one last time in why he said take off the wig, is because these are the same people who are wearing wigs, who are not embracing their black culture, loving their black hair, and telling him he does not like black people because he's dating an Asian girl.
But that's up
Can
to
you
them.
imagine the hypocrisy he feels in that?
See,
over
my brother likes natural women. My brother doesn't really like women with weaves and wigs and stuff like that.
That's fair enough.
But he respects me as a black woman. He doesn't, and he knows that doesn't go hand in hand with my hair.
I'm not trying to
That's
say,
his
I'm not
preference.
condoning his disrespect. I'm just trying to make people understand like the hypocrisy in somebody saying because of your choice in embracing a different culture over your own culture, who's embracing a different culture with the type of hair she chooses to put over her head, over her own cultured head, which is Afro, picky, hard to manage, rah, 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 blah, 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 the excuses that you have for wearing it. Not excuses, reasons. Let me say reasons.
bother me anyway.
No,
Do what I'm
I'm
doing
not even
anyway.
trying to make it bother you. I'm just trying to say
And with that being said, guys, it's a wrap to this episode on Say It With You.
It's still already.
blood clot chest.
If you want to hear more, tune into the next episode, man. We're going to get these guys back.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Wakanda
that.
forever.
I love black women. I do. I love black women. My mom.
For that now,
I love them.
for that shit.
Oh, God.
There's some Indians over there. I pissed about 4 fucking litres.
Talking about Ginger J so much.
I was in there with 4 litres of piss that came out in that toilet. This rain is some bad shit.
I just remember that the speaker was on. I was like, shit. I was literally pissing for about 5 hours.
Oh shit, yeah.